Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another episode of the Dubois Podcast. We are Dabois. Very nice to be back at this table again. Calvin, so the Tibetan pool thing that we found worked out, so we got Calvin back.
Yeah.
He's a little different now, but he's here.
A little different.
I kind of forgot what happened.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't
Coming
you don't
back to
wanna
life will do that to you.
know. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll fill you in.
come back to life.
We would like to extend an extended thank you to Austin for being here last week and the week before.
Yeah.
We didn't give him a little thank you shout out in the last episode, so
We had the post.
no. I'm
credit.
talking about not the last one that came out. The last one we recorded. Yeah. So there's that. Also, Ramadan Mubarak to all the people celebrating. It
Oh
starts
my
tomorrow
God.
for
Yes.
us, but you know, by the time this comes out, it'll already be going.
You said
Yeah.
those syllables mad fast.
Shut up, man. I was nervous, so I was trying to get through it fast.
what?
Okay. Anyways,
Trying
how's
to get through this fast. Oh, sorry. My fault.
Anyways, how's everybody doing this week?
After being dead for some time, I guess. I'm back on my usual rise and grind. I go to
Nice.
work Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
I had to work before this today. You know, it wasn't hard, but
Yeah.
I had to get up early.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
Yeah, it's
Come back
ass.
to life to
Uh,
start working again. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even get a break.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I tried raising canes. You know,
Nice.
Hell yeah,
this week.
finally
I guess
got
the
one.
highlight of the week.
nice.
You know, not everyone has raising canes. We just got it like a month ago, so don't flame me for saying that. It was delicious. I enjoyed it.
Canes.
What?
Save it.
Okay, my fault.
Yeah, I
Nice,
guess that's
yeah.
my week.
I'm excited to try raising canes because it always looks really good when I hear people talk about it. So
Nice.
yeah, my
Yeah.
week pretty normal. Just doing my typical thing.
Same.
I spilled a whole bunch of degreaser on my arm yesterday,
Damn.
so my
Were you
arm was
greasy?
burning for a while, even though I tried to clean it off.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
So yeah, it's powerful stuff.
Not good.
Yeah, it
Golly.
hurts, but it's all
Man, I
right.
did all that.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, it's crazy.
Chemicals be doing that.
Yeah.
Not all chemicals.
Would you like to? us how you've been.
My week has been all right. Not a bad one. The 9 to 5 ain't for me.
Facts.
But
True.
but you know,
Get us outta
it is
here.
True. It is what I am forced to do in this mortal coil. So I do
Indeed.
what I do. But it
what
wasn't.
it is,
It, wa-
it
it
does.
wasn't. It's not been. No week's ever like great, but it wasn't. It wasn't a bad week for sure this time. You know, it's
Born
cool,
to be a house husband, forced to work.
True. I want my hands to look like this while her hands look like that. You know what I mean?
Get her out there on the oil rig
Yeah.
while I'm at home.
Yes, sir.
Cleaning up the house,
Yeah.
making sure the dinner's ready and warm
Yup.
for her when she gets home.
Raising canes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, 'cause the raising cane.
Yup.
I have a son named
Yup.
Kane. I'll be raising Kane. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Okay.
Go to the stove, get dinner, and I'll be. Anyway,
Hey, Chance, how you
we'll
doing?
save it. We'll save it.
You know, I could be better.
Oh,
I had
damn.
Popeyes for the first time yesterday.
Oh yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
for the first time.
He also mentioned he didn't have he's never had KFC before.
Yeah. I just, my parents never took me.
Hot dogs.
Dubois tries. We're gonna
Yeah.
get that going next.
Yeah.
Dubois tries, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, my
Dubois tried
parents
KFC.
never let me go to like fast food places in general. So
So you still haven't had KFC?
yeah.
How'd you feel about
So
Popeyes?
we'll do
I'm-
that.
It was really good.
Mm.
I'm feeling less good about it today after 2 trips to the
It
bathroom.
does
but
do that. Yes, sir.
That's why
You
we
know, your
gotta
body's
have you,
adjusting.
Yeah,
Well,
we
yeah,
gotta have you
yeah,
try
true.
KFC to see how that is. 'cause
Look-y.
That's how I am with KFC.
yeah.
It messes me up.
I don't know. Fast food in general, it fucks with my stomach. So, because
Your body's used to
yeah.
the more healthier stuff.
Yeah.
Not me.
French
my
fries
mom,
though.
My mom was dogging
Low key.
Burger King while I was in the womb.
Yes,
that shit's in my
sir.
blood.
There it is.
Yes,
It's in my
sir.
DNA. As I'm sure most of you can tell.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
So with that, I think if everyone is good for this week, we'll go ahead and just do our music recommendations. Get that out of the way real
Yeah.
quick.
Say less.
Me?
I
You?
think we start. Did we start? I think we started with Austin last time.
Yeah.
No.
So Calvin, you can go
Calvin.
ahead and head us up for the,
I mean,
for the what's up.
My recommendation this
Oh,
week
yeah.
is Goddess by Leve.
Nice.
It's
Yes.
basically
That's my dog.
uh,
That's my dog.
it's basically just her kind of talking about, someone she's with and how on stage she's a goddess, but at home she's a human. But the
Yeah.
person that she's with can't separate that, so they expect her to be a goddess,
Oh,
in
damn.
all ways.
Damn.
unfortunately.
And so obviously when they see her as her, they kind of like aren't treating her the same way.
Oh.
Screw them for that.
True.
She deserves better.
True.
But it's a good song.
All
Overall,
women deserve better.
great voice.
Facts.
It's a good song.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm not sure because I've heard you pronounce her name like that before, so I'm not technically sure how to actually. Now I'm insecure about my pronunciation of it.
So
But
I know like the goddess herself is like Lao Fei.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But I think I've heard people on TikTok, and I think I've even heard her sister say Leve.
interesting.
But it's tough because like she's also from Iceland, so it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with what I think the majority of people say.
Gotcha.
And then if I get corrected, I will say it correctly next time.
If I get corrected, I will.
I'll be embarrassed.
Or
but,
kill
you
the
know.
person who corrected me.
No, but yeah, I don't listen to a lot of her music, but there's obviously the
I
recommendation
do.
I gave from the Lost episode.
Oh, true. The lost episode.
And the Let You Break My Heart Again. And then I heard Goddess, I think either yesterday or the day before, and it was
She's popping
She's
off.
great.
She got a
Heck yeah.
Grammy. She's still going.
true.
Oh, word?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
on her up.
Oh, actually, I did see that. Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah.
For
Oh, yeah.
Bewitched.
Good for her.
So my recommendation for this week is another Olivia Rodrigo song.
Hell yeah.
It's the one that they made for the Ballad of Songbird and Snakes movie.
True.
Oh, shit, okay.
Can't
Great
stop.
song.
Can't catch me now.
Great song.
I can't really like give you the rundown of like the purpose of the song because
Sometimes you don't have one.
yeah, it's like it was made for a movie, so it's just a really nice kind of thing to listen to. Olivia Rodrigo, her voice and the way that she kind of performs her music is just very like kind of wraps you in a cocoon of a multitude of emotions, and it's very nice to listen to. It's catchy. There's like kind of like parts where it gets like a little bit louder, a little bit softer, some slower, some faster, and yeah, once that started playing in a movie theater after the movie was over, I was
True.
like, hold on. I looked it up immediately
Yeah,
and put it on
facts.
the list. It was
Same.
it's a good one. It's a good one.
Hell yeah.
Made me stop and listen to it for a little bit. I was like, maybe I can stay in this chair for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Nice. Good pick.
Thank you.
You as well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And with that, no.
I was like, oh.
Great.
For me, my pick is That Girl by
That
Amelia Moore. Amelia Moore. I believe it's Amelia Moore. I know it's Amelia. I think her last name's Moore. I first discovered her on TikTok a while ago, but ever since I've been listening to her songs, like on Spotify and whatnot, and she's very good, very talented, very good. She be hitting them whistle notes. She be hitting them riffs, them runs. She be going crazy. Yep. But yeah, this one very much like a boy, young man, whatever, that she is into that has feelings for another girl, but and will never notice that she has feelings for him, like the Amelia Moore.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a love triangle, but
Just like Les Mis.
true. Actually, yes, yeah. She's the Eponine in this situation.
Don't get me going, Chance.
My bad.
Do you? Nope, we're not doing
No,
that.
don't get me going.
But yeah, basically it's just a song about that, like how how he never notices how she looks at him, but she notices how he looks at her, kind of thing. And it's a good song. You should give it a listen.
Nice.
Leve has a song like that too.
That's also true. Like,
It's part of life, you know.
we're not gonna.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
My music recommendation for this week is "Gravity" by Against the Current.
They're gonna say John Mayer is like, hell yeah, dude.
I don't listen to John Mayer, unfortunately.
Dang, I haven't listened.
Or
to
I
him in a while
haven't
either.
yet. Hey,
His
You-
older stuff. I
you
haven't
got
listened to
some
any of his newer stuff.
recommendations?
Hey, I got
Send
you,
it, bro.
I got you, bro.
Alright, bet.
Sorry. Hey, sorry.
But
Oh.
I don't have.
Continue.
No free advertising here.
Yeah. Except for the first like 10 minutes, but it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Oh, yeah.
Why'd you go the long way?
I thought it was
I wonder which cans those are.
Don't worry about it.
I don't have any big description for the song. I just like it.
Nice.
It's cool.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like majority of mine that I've done.
Yeah.
Sure.
so
There it is.
you gotta drink it.
Can't
You should
look
have
at it.
straws
There they go.
Yeah.
Straws,
Yeah.
long ass straw.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
My fault.
on the mic.
Yeah.
Sorry
Alright.
for that.
Yeah. That's it.
Very good recommendations this week, boys. And
Indeed.
feel free to listen to all these recommendations and all the ones for the previous episode. They'll be on the playlist. You can find links to the playlist in our socials on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all those places.
Yeah.
Now, for this week, we're going to kick it off with a little bit of an activity. It's
From music to music.
It's a new game. It's going to be called the Quick 16.
Oh,
So the premise of the game, we have to generate a random word. We take that word and we write 4 lines.
Yeah.
And we are going to perform it over a beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we took the time ahead of time to write the stuff down. So that way we didn't have
Did
to
not take
muddle
10
up the
minutes
time.
like it was supposed to. But
All right, well, we could have lied, but it's okay.
True.
Um,
It didn't take very long. That's
may have
why.
taken more than 10 minutes, but
I got it in 10 minutes.
okay.
yeah, then you had
you
to change it 3
and
times.
then, and then you found out that you
That's
didn't put the
true.
word in it.
Just think, some people do this, and they before you judge, some people do this, and it takes them like a month to drop a song. We did this in like half an hour max.
True.
So just
Yeah.
hey,
Don't-
hey,
It's
hey,
also
don't-
only 4
I don't do
lines,
this.
but
Don't expect no J. Cole from this.
Yeah, no.
You know? But don't trash us either, please.
True.
So the way this is
I
going to
never
work
did
is we are
this
going to
before,
start with
no.
me, and then we are going to move to the left of the dealer. So then it'll be
What we
Calvin
dealing?
Chance, then we'll end on Alex.
Oh boy.
The
I'm not
beat
ready.
that we are using today, it is a royalty-free beat. It is called
Yeah.
90s boom bap rap
not paying
instrumental.
for music. Yeah.
Can you shut the fuck up while I'm plugging the thing?
My bad.
God damn.
He's excited about saving money. you know?
Yeah.
He loves
What?
piracy. Anyways,
I like pirates. I like saving money.
True.
Win-win.
90s boom bap rap instrumental / old school 2017 free
Boom bap.
use. The channel is Elm Beats.
Yeah.
There will be a link in the description in case you want to see any more of their stuff.
In case you want to rap over the beat and
In case you want
outdo us.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Well, rap along with
Well,
us.
yeah.
Rap along at home.
Send us
Matter
the
of
link
fact,
to
don't
your
even listen to our bars. Just rap over 'em.
Mute it or just block us out and rap your
Yeah.
own, thing.
So, yeah.
Should we say our words or?
Oh
that's
yeah.
true.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
yes, so the words generated, if you want to start.
Late is mine.
Yeah.
Already off
Yeah.
to a rough start.
I'm like, that's not
yeah.
even a rhyme scheme.
Mine is quaint.
Nice.
Mine is post.
And mine is pipe. Which you would think,
Mhm.
pretty easy subject matter with that one.
Yeah.
And to an extent, yeah.
Pipe it up.
But, I didn't want to be too cliche, but I ended up doing it anyway, so it's fine.
So be it.
All right.
Women's History Month, bro. Come on.
Hey, listen. Giving pipe is not necessarily a misogynist act. Depending on who you ask, I guess. But
You know.
I'm just saying. I can lovingly
Not
give
women.
pipe.
Did she agree to it? I mean, I think that's really did she agree to do it?
I'd hope so.
I
Otherwise.
think it's okay.
I'd hope so.
Well, no, because you could still, even if they agreed to it, you can still disrespectfully
I guess
give
that's
pipe.
true.
That's true.
That's
That is
damn.
Like, if you're
true.
kind of mean about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, don't be mean.
Unless
when
she's
you're
into
laying
it.
pipe. Unless that's what you want.
I
then,
guess
Then that's like a
it's
consensual.
too many bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of
Anyway.
factors. Anyway.
Enough about pipe.
No black and white.
Now
Always
he's gotta
gray.
always-
Well,
still
actually,
gotta
he's
rap
about,
about
he's
it.
about to talk
Yeah.
about pipe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, a little
True.
bit, yeah.
True.
Anyway.
Change your whole word up. Actually.
Start over.
Yeah, so the beat, it's starting up. Takes a second. There's a little bit of an intro here.
My fault. That's not the beat. That's not the beat.
Bitch! Come on, get it going. Yeah. Dubois Productions.
Yeah.
We're not making it out the hood.
Not with this one. But we still got to get it done nevertheless.
Yeah.
How about we just begin then?
Okay.
Yo. It's Sean Zilla, the Messiah, sent to bring the hype. Step forward, my children, and bask in all the light. Mustached Italian, just not the plumbing type. But when I see a girl, I end up cleaning pipe.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting
Oh, okay, that was damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got
Cali
candy
Cal's
bars.
up next, yeah.
Went to the park to go skate. I kind of got there a little late.
Oof.
I met some girl named Kate.
Yeah.
Huh?
She said she couldn't find a mate.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hooked her up with my boy Nate.
Yeah.
Okay.
They went out on a couple dates.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And the rest was left to fate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah.
My vocab's so quaint.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of bars, but I ain't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, someone put me in restraint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll lose my shit and faint.
Yeah.
Lock him up. Lock him up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bizarre on the mic.
These rappers fraudulent every time that they boast. They feel compelled by their ego to do the most.
Yeah.
They edit everything, no, just fix it in post.
Yeah.
It's like they can't take it when they're ghosts.
Okay.
Through the paper and everything.
That was hard.
There it is.
Man, y'all were lying about
Yo.
how
Nah,
how
I
y'all
feel-
was-
Alex.
I don't know.
No, here's
bro.
the thing. Alex.
I feel like mine is.
Alex is the natural.
I got candy bars.
Alex straight up hustled us, guys. I just
What
want you to know
job,
that.
bro? I
Yeah, the
definitely
whole
did.
Throughout
time.
the entire
Yeah.
time, he was like, I don't know. I
still don't know.
don't know. That was hard, bro.
Yeah,
The
I
flow, the way
appreciate
it all came
I
together.
appreciate it.
I immediately fucked up my flow. I
Hey,
didn't
it's
follow
all
any
good.
of the shit.
Hey,
that
I think
was-
you carried it again. Though.
True.
You came
Yeah,
back
you
with
got
it.
it. Hey,
Did
you
your
got
thing
it.
though. You had
Yeah.
the energy. You had the.
Exactly.
No, that was
I
that
just
was
had
fire.
To, I had to get in it and feel it, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Also, Calvin hitting a cool 8.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I
Extra.
couldn't find a way to end it at like.
Hey, listen, you were trying to
4.
tell a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of us
yeah.
were
You
just
gotta-
spitting
you gotta
bars. You
finish
were
it.
telling
Yeah,
a
low
story.
key, low key.
It's what you said. 90s boom bap. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
tell
gotta
a
do
story.
it.
Sir,
Yes,
that
sir.
is
Yeah.
true.
True.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good job,
yeah.
guys.
True.
You know, you could all look forward to seeing more of these in the future.
Yeah, true.
It's a fun
Low
little
key.
exercise.
More
so
practice in the meantime.
Yeah,
Maybe one day we'll become a big rap group. you
Yes.
know?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, yeah.
Be,
Dubois Productions will really, then we will get out the hood.
Force Loco.
Huh?
That's us, Force Locos.
Force Locos. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, now, full transparency.
Mhm.
The activity has absolutely nothing to do
Nothing
with
to do with that.
That was just for fun.
It was just for
fun.
funsies.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was
it'd be
just
a
a-
cool little
Just
game.
yapping.
Let me pull up the Shabbat Shaboom Shalom. Where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So, honestly, guys, when we had our little Valentine's Day episode,
Mhm.
I think there was some stuff left to talk about. We talked a lot about red and orange and yellow flags.
True.
What about
Ass.
the green flag?
Yeah.
True.
So that's what we're gonna do today. Today we're gonna kind of discuss some things that are green flags to us.
Nice. All right.
Does anybody have any that they just can't? They just want to get off their chest.
Communication.
Okay.
Good communication. Sorry.
I guess technically we just listed off like the
Yeah.
best ones.
That is true. At the end
Yeah.
of that episode,
So
we did.
yeah, So like, what are some that are like you think are more personal?
Yeah. More specific than just like a
Mm.
word.
Yeah, not necessarily like the
Just-
stuff that like
Yeah.
most people would say.
Is
Be a good boyfriend.
Just be a good partner. Honestly,
Be
that's-
nice.
Yeah. Is like someone who like very passionate about something. Is
Yes.
That, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. There's nothing like
Nothing
there are a few
more
things
attractive.
sexier than
Facts.
passion.
Facts.
How do you guys feel?
Passion's cool. No,
Not my
I
bag.
agree. Yeah, I feel like seeing someone do something they love.
Mhm.
It's nice to see it from like the third person, but
Mhm.
also obviously be there to support it
Mhm.
in any way you can. But I think it's definitely a green flag.
Yeah.
Unless you're passionate about bad things.
Then it's a
Then
red flag.
still a little sexy.
Okay.
Yeah, just the idea of like somebody being so into something and like just watching somebody gush about something for minutes to hours on end, and seeing them really just care about that thing.
Mm.
One, it informs that like you have like drive or like a personality or something
Yeah.
to really like latch onto.
Yeah. You have purpose in life.
Exactly. So if you can express that type of thing,
No passion, no life.
yeah, no passion, no
I'm
life,
cooked.
red flag.
It definitely helps. That's for sure. I mean,
For sure.
having sort of like a focus or like a reason to move forward with or without them, it shows that you can sort of like commit to things and really sort of like get involved with things, and that sort of can translate over to a healthy relationship. Be like you can sort of like put your all into a relationship and really be able to sort of like give yourself to somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, passion is like one of the things that are like that's like on my like necessary requirements list, just because it's like I'm passionate about the things that I'm passionate about, so I want you to share that with me because I love hearing about stuff that people are passionate for.
Yeah.
It's always so interesting to see the different things that people
Yeah,
really like.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
also really cool to like learn about like what they're
Yeah.
passionate, and because they're so passionate, they know shit ton about it, and
Yeah.
they love like talking about it. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know that
Yeah,
shit.
you get to learn about it.
Pog.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pog well.
Another one for me that I very, very much enjoy is if she has the ability to like own a room, like so if she can go in there, she can be the center of attention and keep everybody engaged and interested.
You don't have to be.
No, I don't have to be.
Yeah.
It's really nice for someone to be able to just like have enough of a presence about themselves.
Have that strong personality.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Yeah. To go into a room and them not necessarily like. Instead of like being a part of the crowd, they could be the thing like informing the crowd. That's like a really good thing that I'll see in people.
Yeah, that's another one where like you see them, like where you just sit back and watch them like kind of shine. And you're like, nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's one that I've thought of recently, like the other day, where obviously you always want a partner that's gonna like make you laugh. But the other day I was like, I want a partner that's gonna make me like chortle. That's gonna make me damn near piss myself.
Yeah,
like I need that.
If
dog.
I could find somebody that allows me to give a good belly laugh, you know, like I don't have to do abs that day at the gym.
Low key.
I'll marry that person
Facts.
instantly.
Oh yeah.
Immediately.
Are we going in an order at all?
I was gonna say, it's just kind of open.
Okay, I tried to make
We're
sure.
just kind of spitballing.
For me, it's just not just. There's obviously plenty of things, but like one thing for me is just being able to like both of us being able to be 100% ourselves. Like there's no like awkward moments. Like we can just chill at home for 24 hours straight, and it's 24 hours of just having a good time. You know, we can make jokes with each other about each other. No one takes it serious. You know, we can just be ourselves.
True.
And no one's getting upset really about anything. It's just everything's like in lighthearted and just having fun.
Yeah.
You know, I obviously I want to have fun in my relationship, and I think that definitely plays a big role. You know, especially in my current one.
Oh,
Yeah. No,
My
that comes.
forever one.
I understand, as opposed to my future one.
Well,
We'll cut that
my
part out.
relationship
Relationship
will
changes
change.
technically,
It's
yeah,
going to
yeah,
change
so
into a
no,
marriage. So
yeah.
you know there is a
Hell
future
yeah.
one.
Hard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I love like when you could just be who
Where's the
you
hair?
are and not have to like.
Don't
Change
worry about that.
yourself.
Oh my god.
You guys talk about
Sorry.
it.
Sorry,
I
I
got-
just looked down and I saw the beans out.
I
So
got-
I had to-
I got the dogs out.
Oh,
I gotta do laundry
I saw the
still.
dogs.
I only did one load.
Keep it in the
You
pot.
couldn't throw any socks in that load, bro.
I didn't really pay attention to what I put in. I just tossed them
I
in.
feel
And,
you,
you know,
brother.
I missed
Yeah.
all the socks.
I gotta do
somehow.
laundry tonight. Anyway.
No. Somebody who can just be like, unabashedly themselves and also allows you to be yourself
True.
without like trying to like change you. And, I think to an extent, relationships, you can kind of like, fix each other and to an extent, but like only when you're changing kind of like bad things about somebody or things that may be detrimental to themselves. I think that's when it's okay. But like ultimately, if it's something good or something silly, like let them be them. You know what I mean? They've developed their personality throughout their life, and
And I mean,
so I imagine you like them for that reason.
yeah, yeah. There's definitely like things about a person that sort of like are really like make them them,
Yeah.
and sort of like it's a very unique thing to them. That's definitely not something that you want to like, especially not something you want to force them to change, but sort of growing together and sort of like figuring out how one another like sort of fit your lives together, that kind of thing. It's definitely something cool, and you may even realize that the sort of interests that you have start to change a little bit with that person.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sharing interest. Yeah.
That's another one, is like me being able to, more so than me like showing them something I like, is like being introduced to something that they really enjoy. Like I love that. That
and then
is-
falling in love with it yourself.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
dope.
I'll never admit it to her, but
Oh.
for me, it's all the reality TV shows.
Low
we
key.
watch.
I'm saying, bro,
Oh my
trash
God.
TV. There's nothing
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Truly.
I like never really cared for it.
Mhm.
She loves all the reality. Love is Blind.
Yeah.
She likes like all the Zeus shows,
Yeah.
like the baddies, and
Yeah.
some of them I can't watch because I'm like, damn, these people are like too crazy
Annoying.
to where
Yeah.
too annoying to where I
Yeah.
don't want to watch it. But for the
Yeah.
most part, like we can watch it together, we can joke about it together.
Yeah.
I think that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
That's
Hell
like
yeah.
us with Love Island and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say
True.
when you guys first introduced me to Love Island, I was just like,
Oh my
this is
God.
gonna be so
Yeah.
dumb. I'm gonna be falling asleep. I'm not
And
gonna pay
now-
attention at
yeah.
all.
Now
You-
you're the most.
You gave me like 2 episodes. I was locked in.
Yeah.
you're the
No,
most-
anytime-
I was like, when are we watching
Yeah,
it?
literally.
When are we?
Anytime. Yeah, we gotta plan that out. Anytime we're watching like Love Island and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and and like me and Alex will be like on the couch, just like
Goofing
talking
and
to each
goofing.
other, and then we'll try to get Chance's opinion on something. He's just
He's
just
locked
like,
in.
Locked in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you see that?
Immersed. Yeah, so to the point where like we'll miss something like, Chance, what happened?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But even then, we have to like fight to get his
True,
attention. We'll be like,
true.
Yeah,
Chance,
that's
Chance, hey, Chance, Chance.
Please.
Can I say I get engulfed?
No,
Yeah, I
somebody,
respect it.
at least
I
one of us is. That way, you could be like a lore keeper.
Yeah,
The lore keeper.
To go off of like what you just said, you know, obviously it's good to like become interested in the things they like, but I think also like seeing someone that you're with start to like the things that you do, and like things that you might be even worried about, like, oh god, I got to tell them this. Like, are they gonna be like, are they just not gonna mess with it, and I gotta do it on my own time, or like, can we do it together?
Right.
Like for me, it was like showing her anime. She like
Oh,
never
yeah.
watched it, never cared. Not I won't say cared for it, but she just never gave it a shot.
Right.
And I was like, hey, you watch
Try
like
it out.
Rick and Morty and stuff. Like it's already animated in some sense. Like
Yeah,
give this
yeah.
a shot. You know, we'll try it together. And
Yeah.
instantly, you know, she fell in love with it. We've been watching. I've had to rewatch so many of my shows, which
Yeah.
I have no problem with.
Yeah.
But like it's nice to even see like her have her own opinions on characters and like follow the story, you know, the same way that I do. It just even like for her to go out and find other shows that she wants to watch that I haven't yet. I'm like, oh wow, okay, so
Okay,
you're
nice,
already
okay.
like doing your own thing.
Okay. Oh,
The
yeah.
student has become the master.
True.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No,
That's tight.
watching someone take like a hobby that you enjoy and then just make it their thing too.
Yeah,
It's just such like a feel good kind of experience, you know what I mean? It's you're sharing it, and then on top of that, they enjoy it enough to just do it without you having to like say anything to them. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's a
Dope.
beautiful thing to
Yeah.
witness.
Absolutely.
I'd say for me, for like a really good green flag is sort of when you're in like your sort of like very much like self-doubting like moment, or like you're very like sort of feeling like you're down and out and you're feeling kind of ass, and or even like you even sort of say like, you know what, don't worry about it, or like I'm okay, but you're like, you keep saying like you're okay, but you're not, and that kind of thing, and them sort of like being sort of just like, I know you're not, I can tell you're not, I know you well enough that you're not.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna like go anywhere, and sort of it's okay to be vulnerable, that kind of thing.
yeah, they're there to pick you up.
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah. Whether it's like you like sort of divulging your sort of like anxieties, and then they're just being like, yeah, it's understandable. I've experienced that before too.
Validation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
Yeah, that's something that I truly crave and will strive for when I'm in that position. Is having somebody who knows me like so well, the ins and outs, no pause. That'll I like what you said. Like I could like be doing my thing invisibly on the inside, be a little like, you know, but outwardly kind of try to mask it. But they know me so well that they're like, hey, I know you. What's going on, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
That's dope. That's really cool.
Yeah. Someone allowing you to just like have that space to just kind of like let loose whatever you need to get through, and is willing to like see. Whenever people are like kind of venting to me, I always feel a little insecure about saying like my experiences in return, because I'm like, well, they're talking to me right now. I don't want to make this about me. But I personally like when other people do it, because then it's like you really do see where I'm coming from, like when I'm saying these things and feeling these emotions.
Yeah.
So it's nice to relate to somebody with that kind of stuff, and then and not feel like judged.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
especially when you say things that might be a little bit more like out of pocket, or you know, a little bit stranger, or they'll like give you the time to really work through what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
That's always really nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice.
See, we've gone into the realm of seriousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
My
the-
bad.
I
It
have
was my
one.
turn.
No,
so
I
no,
have
no,
one.
no, I get it. I get it.
I have a neon green flag, because it's not
Oh, yeah.
required.
Neon
It's
green,
not like a
okay.
deal. Well, I guess red flag would be.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is a deal like closer, I guess, if that.
There you go.
makes
Yeah.
someone who can sing.
Okay.
Sing to me a quick 4 bars. I'm in love. I'm invested. You got me. That's all
Yeah.
you need. 'Cause oh my god.
Another kind of neon green one for me is someone who will let me be the passenger princess.
Hell yeah.
I love.
Hell yeah.
I just. For a while, I would whenever we work together, like go drive around, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's just nice to sit in a passy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
True.
get it.
Especially with your shorty.
Yeah.
Riding
I
around.
don't
in
know, but
or
I can
what's
imagine.
how does it go? It's like She speed in the race. How does it go?
What are you talking about?
Oh Jesus, I forgot how the thing went. But you know, she's driving, hand on my Doochie. You know what I'm saying?
Doochie.
I never. Hell no.
What?
I never heard that before.
I forgot how it goes. Like he's speeding the race.
Oh,
hand on my Doochie.
Yeah, okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
That's funny.
Doochie. Oh, boy.
Her hand on my Doochie. Yeah. You know.
Hell yeah.
It's just it's
Yeah.
something about it is just kind of nice.
Yeah.
It just feels like I'm being taken care of right now.
Yes, sir.
It's nice.
Yes, sir.
And on top of that, listen, if a shorty like just like wants to like play with my hair or like, you know, just like rub my head or whatever, dude. Oh, I go. I think I've said it literally on this podcast. Like,
Good boy.
You said it during the Valentine's
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that's what it
yeah,
was.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I go crazy for that shit. I don't know why.
It's understandable.
I like
love it
it,
so
but
much.
it's nicer when I have longer hair.
Yeah.
My hair's not long enough to do anything.
Got that fresh cut.
Yes, sir.
That's why I try to keep the top longer,
Mhm.
so that way it'll
Yeah, a little
always
something to grip.
That's
and
fair.
there's something to hold on to.
Yo,
I'm saying.
yo.
Hey.
Relax. Wrong
Hey.
wrong episode.
Sorry. Apologies.
I don't know anything about that.
Crickets. Cap. He's capping.
No, I don't have crickets on here.
I
Hold on,
would
wait.
never.
There you go.
There we go.
Point and laugh.
You have any neon greens that you could think of?
Neon greens. I mean, I feel like we kind of went through some of them that I would like put as neon green because like the other ones that I'd said aren't, or at least like the liking the same interest thing isn't like a green flag per se, like, but it's like you said, it's like a deal closer, I guess. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
like that's
A
when that's
sweetener.
like,
Yeah.
oh, I can actually be myself and not have to like hide that part of me,
Yeah.
or like tiptoe around it. Oh, that's another thing. Not having to like tiptoe around someone,
Oh,
Yeah,
because
those are
you're
my
worried.
Jordans.
This isn't the neon one, I guess, but another green flag.
Mm.
But like, not having to tiptoe around like things you say or do because you're afraid of like them taking it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like, them actually understanding like what you mean when you say something, or at least giving you the time to explain and then
Yeah.
understanding after.
Yeah.
them like being charitable and willing to give you the
yeah.
grace of like
Mm.
Not
I know
ready
he
to
doesn't
jump
mean it
down
in a
your
bad
throat.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes my brain, I talk before I think. And it's just it's like, that is not what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know it could take a little bit in a relationship to sort of get to that point, but especially if you're like friends with him for a little while, and you sort of like
It's the way he's covering
Yeah.
everything.
Cover the logo.
Sorry, I have to cut you off.
fuck, I don't remember what I was saying. now.
I'm sorry, sir.
Stop being a goofball.
I'm sorry.
You're talking about how like obviously it's not going to be at first, but as you get to learn them or like know them, even when you're friends.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
relating back to like the.
Let him get
sorry,
the thought,
go ahead.
bro.
Sorry.
Gonna
It looked
lose
like it looked like you were still lost, so I wanted to try to help. Sorry.
now I'm back to being lost.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god, I'll come back to
fault.
it.
Just cut off whoever's talking when you get it.
Yeah,
Since we
yeah.
all basically did it to you.
I agree. Someone giving you like enough, like I said, frigging, what was the word that I used? Charitability and grace. So just like, I'm just a very laid back person myself, and one of the ways that I show love is kind of by like ribbing people, and just like joking around, goofing, gaffing.
That's
What do you mean by that?
ribbon.
I ain't making it that far, Playboy. Anyways, just kind of being a ball buster, if you will. So like that's one of the biggest ways that I show love. So like I kind of need someone who can
You can give it
not
back.
only take that but also like do the same to me. That's very important because it's like if that not that I can't not do it, but like it just makes things like less fun if we can't like goof and gaff with each other and if everything is just taken so seriously, it's like I have to be careful of the words that I use, otherwise it's gonna be
Yeah,
bad.
that definitely comes with like finding like the right person that really fits
Yeah.
with you,
Yeah.
and sort of
Yeah.
like sort of is cool and okay with the same kind of things as you. And I guess that's sort of what I was trying to say before. I was like, when you're friends long enough and you get that comfortability to just like, I know what they're okay with, I know what I'm okay with, and even if I say something wrong, we can sort of like communicate through it and be like, what did you mean by that? Or just like you could feel like unsure because you haven't like talked about a certain topic before with them, but you know that no matter what you say, that they will sort of understand at least, even if they don't agree with you, they'll understand and be willing to sort of listen to what you have to say and not just sort of assume things,
or at least like know that you're just kind of like not intending it in a certain way, and then just like take it on the chin, even if they don't necessarily understand it.
Yeah. Not the episode, but not me not being able to say how I feel around my partner. After a certain extent, that's a red flag.
Yeah, what he said.
Back to green flags.
Yeah, I had one, and I
come on,
I
bro.
have a
I
neon.
had one,
I have a
forgot.
neon
Oh,
one
hell
for
yeah.
myself. It's being able to like enjoy the things that I do, even if they're not into it. But just like them letting me have that. Like for me, like I like to play like, video games, you know, and I like to play with the boys sometimes, and I don't like not being made to feel bad because I'm like doing that. Like she's still enjoying her time, even though she's like doing something else. We're still like together, if that makes sense. Like in the room, but like she just lets me enjoy my thing, laughs at me while I'm raging out or whatever.
No, that's the best. Like you're raging out or you're having a bad time, but then you just hear that little giggle in the back, and then everything.
I feel like
fine.
I snap back in. Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, we keep.
Back to reality.
Yeah, or even just being able to like go out with the boys and like have a good time and like them not hold it against me, you know, and just being understanding like I do need time with my friends, just like she deserves time with her friends. That for me is like a neon green flag.
Yeah,
that's a green flag for me. No one to leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, mine that I was going to say kind of goes into this, and also
weird, but okay.
Low key though.
No, but like
I don't.
Like, being able to be like our separate people and have our own separate times and spaces to like kind of do our own thing, but knowing that we'll still always have that that heart tie with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the one that I was going to say is that, and also kind of goes into like the ability to own a room thing. Like I want someone who can be like confident enough in themselves. I like the way that I'm trying to say this. I never want my partner to be a +1. I always want it to be like, I don't want it to be Sean and shout out to Connor. Sean and Schmangela are coming.
Nice.
I want it to be like, or I don't want it to be Sean is coming and he's bringing Schmangela. It's Sean and Schmangela are coming, or just Schmangela. Like it'd be nice if she is confident enough and comfortable enough.
You guys
to
are both together and separate.
Exactly. Like so we went to a dinner once with Connor, his girlfriend, and
Sanjita.
Yeah, and I don't know how comfortable you are spilling any beans, so I don't want to. Anyways, so we were at dinner once, and I had to sit at the head of the table because I'm the fifth wheel. So
Nice. You got the head of the table though.
I'm the big move shaker guy.
Yes,
hey, ladies watching, fix that.
Yeah.
True.
But one thing that I was thinking about was like if we were to do that arrangement, like if I had somebody with me, like where I would want them to sit. And low key, I think I'd rather them sit on the opposite end of the table. Just I don't know, something about it. It feels stronger when you can be apart from your person.
For me,
I get what you're saying, but I
At that point, you're just
for me,
trying to prove a point.
are
more
you
than
still-
anything.
No, that's the thing. That's not what it is though.
are you still talking about like a group setting or like okay?
Yeah,
for-
if it's just
you're
us,
out to dinner and she's just like
and
10
she's like
feet
all the way
across
at
from
the,
you.
yeah,
Well,
no, that,
that's
yeah,
no, 'cause
no.
I thought I'm in my head. I'm like in like a booth situation, opposite ends.
Yeah, that's
A-okay. At like a group setting where we're like on two opposite ends, like heads of the table, I'm like, damn, Shreddy, she's so far from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm kind of different. I
respect
like
it. I respect
I
it.
like that because it's like to me
Yeah.
needing to be like next to each other all the time. Personally, this is just for me.
Yeah.
Is a little cringe.
I get
Just
it.
for me.
I get what you're
I
saying,
get
but
it.
I feel like in that scenario that doesn't apply. Like when you're out with your friends,
I-
like having your significant other with you, I feel like it doesn't necessarily mean that like they need to be with you.
I do see what you're saying.
I
do
but
see
I
the
get
appeal.
what
yes,
you're
it doesn't.
saying.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it.
like if
needs,
we're at
they
someone's
need to be.
house, I don't need to have her sit next to me the whole time.
Yeah.
Like we can be,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
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 But like
yeah.
if I'm at the dinner, I'm gonna be with my girl. Like I
I
don't
see.
know.
I
No,
see the
but-
appeal in what you're saying too, though. It's like the fact of knowing that, like, obviously you two are still together, but it's like the feeling of like seeing them at another point of the table, and kind of being like they are goofing and gaffing with other people also in the
Yeah.
group, like they're their own person
Yeah.
within the group. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. Kind of like a
Yeah, that's kind of
you
what I
know.
mean. Is like they're still their own person over
Yeah.
there, and like we can look at each other, we
Yeah.
can see each other,
And
we can
still be
still
like,
talk to each other,
love you.
and
But-
it's and the love
cringe.
is like
Yeah.
just as strong
Damn, my fault.
Yeah.
without
think-
having to be next to each
I
other.
think that specific scenario is a little like more weird because it's like a seated thing where
Bro.
nobody moves the entire time and you're locked into those
I
sort
feel
of
like-
that situation. Versus like if you go to like a party, you can like separate for a
Yeah.
while and then reconvene if
Yeah.
you want to, but you don't have to. So you have that
For me-
freedom versus like being locked into like we're on opposite sides of the table. We're not going to be like interacting a lot other than like talking to each other across the table with everyone else. There is no like sort
yeah,
of
but like
Hey, people that host dinners do it all the time. Is what I'm saying.
exactly.
yeah,
It's that
I
kind
mean,
of thing.
That's
And
And
fair,
also, it's like,
but-
listen, if
Damn.
that's my
That's-
partner,
Mhm.
we're interacting all the fucking time
That's true.
anyway.
I see-
Yeah.
I see
So
her
it's like,
24/7,
you know,
bro.
That's fair.
You know, it's if we're at like a dinner or something, it
Yeah.
feels nice to
Mhm.
know that
Yeah.
like I can be over here, you could be over there, and that doesn't affect anything that we have going on between us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For me,
I
I
can understand
just
that.
thought of other scenarios of a similar ilk. And for me, I have like it might be weird. It might be weirder. I have like that feeling, but in like a movie theater setting. So like if
Mhm.
it's like a group of us, like my girl doesn't have to be. It'd be nice,
Low
but she doesn't
key.
have to be next to me
Low key.
to enjoy the movie kind of thing. Like
That's the thing is like the biggest green flag in all of that is like independence. Like I just I don't want because if anytime we go somewhere where
Yeah.
we're there for a long period of time, if she has to be next to me,
mhm.
it doesn't feel like she's her own person. It still feels like she's like a plus one. So it's like obviously there are going to be times where I want to sit next to her. Of
Mhm.
course, it's
Mhm.
going to happen regularly. But
Yeah.
like if we can be
Every
at
once in a
different
while,
spots.
you just be
Yeah,
like,
it's like
hey.
at the end of the day, we're all still just people who are intermingling. Like
Yeah.
if you want to go sit over
Yeah.
there, so you could talk to them, or
Yeah.
if you're having
Yeah.
more fun
That
with them. you
that
know?
I can get a little more behind where it's
Yeah.
more like she wants to do something, you want to do something, but it's not at this in the same area. So you
No,
guys
I'm
are
talking.
okay with
I'm relating it
separating.
specifically to like the movie theater.
No,
analogy.
yeah, no. But that's what it's still like versus just like, hey, there's no reason for us to be separate, but let's separate, kind of thing.
See, I
Well,
think
that's
that's
part-
versus
that's,
like
that's, that's like
being
a,
like a
you're
reason.
you're poisoning
That's
the
part
well
of
by
the
framing it
dependence.
in that
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
of like.
It's just, that's what it feels like a little bit, but it's
but
just because I think how I'm hearing it
Mhm.
I feel
versus
that is
like what the
definition.
reality of like the situation would be.
Not really, because like, sorry, you say what you're
So
going
I think that is. I feel like that is like the definition of independence is doing your own thing even when you like don't have to. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like saying that like there's no reason for us to be apart, but we're gonna do it anyway is like that's kind of being your own person. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but like being your own person is like I want to do something and it's not with you, therefore I'm going to do it.
Not
Versus just like I don't want to do anything. I want to be with you right now, but we're going to intentionally separate each other anyway.
No, but that's the thing is you're framing it around intentionality of separating
Yeah.
each other. It's like
Yeah.
it's
Well,
more
I mean,
so
that's
just like a
kinda
thing
what it-
that just like you're.
I see. I get. I get both sides. Like I get like if we're together, we're hanging out with the crew, and we're just chilling, and she just gets up to go like talk to someone else. Like
yeah.
I get that, but I
Yeah.
also get like if we're all just kind of chilling, having like a group thing where we're not doing separate things.
Yeah.
I'd rather have her just chilling with me. But
Mhm.
like if
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
if things start to kind of like conversations are changing and people are talking about something here, something
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
or we're doing an activity, they're doing
Right.
an activity, like doing
Yeah.
like splitting
Mhm.
up to do that. I think that's
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
fine, and
Yeah.
not having to be like, oh well, she wants to play this game, so I'm gonna go play it with her instead of
Yeah.
playing what I really want.
Yeah.
That I get.
Yeah.
but I feel like in some scenarios, I just I'd rather have her with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Um,
I can.
But I think
understand
the
that.
ability to feel comfortable
Yeah.
getting up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
going
like I don't. It's
Yeah.
not like I don't ever want to sit next to her.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes it'd be cool if it's
Yeah.
just like we're.
Yeah.
I don't know. And also like I like to like I want to be able to like look at my partner
Mhm.
regularly, and if we're sitting next to each other, like I have to. It's not a lot that you're doing, but
All
like
that movement.
I just like
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I
I got you.
romanticize
No, I
the
got
idea
you.
of being
Yeah,
able
I
to
got you.
admire my partner
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
in those types
Yeah,
of
no,
scenarios.
That's fair.
Yeah. For me, in an ideal world / situation, in like a dinner situation or movie theater situation where like we all get our tickets, and we all pull up. Like my partner, is so integrated within the group that we don't have to necessarily plan out who
Yeah,
goes where. We all
that's
just sit
that's
down.
really what it
Can all
is.
just-
Yeah,
yeah.
I can respect that.
Yeah. Because that goes again into the thing of like I don't want them to be a plus one. I want
Yeah.
them to be a
Yeah.
cast member.
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can definitely respect like you don't want to feel like you have to sit next to each other.
Yeah.
It's more
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sentiment.
They don't feel
Yeah, I
chained to me. You know. what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
can get behind that.
Yeah. However, and I don't know.
But
I don't know.
obviously, it's nice to have a partner.
I don't know how you guys move. So if this applies to you, I apologize. If
Okay.
you're at a restaurant with just them, and you sit on the same side,
That's
Nah.
crazy.
That's cringe.
Oh, do you?
That's
Do you
cringe.
do that
Yeah, I've done
on the
that
same
before.
side,
Yeah.
not across like how you and I are?
It's for me.
I mean,
it
you know,
depends.
if it works, it
but it's
works.
a little,
Yeah.
little extra.
For me,
Well,
I like to, because it's like
See
you're
that,
having a
yeah.
conversation
Yeah,
with
yeah,
them
yeah.
and you're eating with them. So I feel like it's easier to like do this and like,
Mhm.
oh, we're talking and we're eating instead of like, oh yeah, so
Yeah.
we're talking
Especially-
still.
especially like
I
a
get
group
not-
situation.
yeah.
I get it. That's fair. You know, we're a little more physical, so we like.
You don't want to play
All right,
footsies under
calm,
the table?
calm it down, partner.
My fault.
They be in the restaurant,
Mac hands.
That's not what I said.
He said, I'm looking at you more than a meal, shorty.
You ought to
That's
move.
crazy. You here on the menu? What's up?
Like,
Hold on,
yeah.
okay.
you get
Well, that's a
here?
bar.
Yeah, but you know.
I can understand that 100%.
Yeah.
But,
Hey,
you know.
whatever works for you.
Yeah.
No, I also
At the end of the
understand-
day,
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
That's
I
Yeah.
also understand wanting the like
Well,
physical intimacy as
yeah.
well. I get that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
get
it's got to
that.
work for both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every
depending on
couple
whatever
is
your
different,
relationship
so.
style
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't, doesn't matter.
Except for when Sean said it earlier. He said
True,
you
yeah,
sit
that-
next to each other,
yeah.
cringe.
It's cringe. It is well. It is cringe. That's but cringe doesn't mean bad.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
people
yeah,
need to
yeah.
know. Cringe doesn't mean
Okay.
bad.
I don't know. I've seen too many
Cringe
comps to
compilations
do
do
otherwise.
provide entertainment. Is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
See.
Well, yeah, because I'm watching someone else do
I don't.
it.
I don't know if that helps.
Again, it's cringe, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
if that's what you do, and because like ultimately, what's one man's trash, but one man's
I-
cringe is another man's
Not
Euphoria.
crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
that's,
know.
a, that's a Dance Gavin Dance song.
Oh, word?
Yeah, one man's cringe.
hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
I wrote that song.
No, you don't.
I don't. After those bars, no, I'm
Yeah,
kidding,
okay.
I'm kidding.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm huge on. I despise
Oh.
truly.
Oh,
I
oh, boy.
despise the idea of being like
Like
I
attached at the
can't
hip.
go anywhere without
wanna-
them,
No, I feel that. I feel
or
that.
like
Hey,
they can't go anywhere without me.
Some clingy girl get with Sean so I can see him.
Low-key. Hey, maybe I'll
I wanna
change.
see
Hey,
how it
listen.
gets
Crazy.
around it.
Like,
Opinions change
Trial
every
by
day. Who
fire,
knows?
low-key.
Maybe it'll be different. Maybe it'll be
But I
like,
like
hold
me a
on.
clinky girl.
I like shorty who be hanging on my
Not
head.
me.
Yeah, sit
Not
on my
me.
lap.
Okay.
All right, that's always doesn't have to get
Hell
like that,
no.
okay?
My bad.
Hey, bro, you keep taking
That's
it
all
there.
good. Yeah, you're the one who's taking it there, bro.
Whatever.
You know what? He's got something on his mind. I can't think of it. Booty. I don't know. He got booty on his mind.
No.
Oh, sorry. Titty. Sorry. Anyway.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I can. Sorry, this is not a green flag, but just going off of that, can't get with a clingy girl, man. That leave me the hell alone thing is real sometimes.
No,
it's on God sometimes.
from what I imagine it's like, and from some things I've witnessed in my life, hell no, dog. I can't do that clingy shit. I used to think that I used to think when I was a young lad that I could mess with a clingy girl,
Me too. I used
and
to,
like
but-
I think this is fucked up. What I'm about to say is messed
Uh-oh.
up.
We're gonna have a conversation
Warning.
after
I was
this.
gonna.
too.
I was about to be like, I think I can entertain a clingy girl, but I don't
mean,
think I
you-
could.
Ooh.
I don't think I could get
You
with
know,
a clingy girl.
Hey,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
off the mic, you always can, bro. You always can. But like, it's whether you
We're getting in
Personally-
dangerous
Hey, we're talking
territory.
about green
Yeah.
flags here.
Yeah.
Look at these dudes
Not
talk about.
exhibiting red flags.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
be
No,
red
but
flags.
genuinely,
We
like,
got some
I
work to
couldn't-
do.
I couldn't get with a clingy girl. It's just it's too much. I very much value my like personal
Yeah,
time
no, I feel
and
that.
space and stuff. So it's like
Especially now that I'm so used to it. Now I'm like,
Don't
hey,
get
bro,
too
I got a
used to it.
certain lifestyle that
Yeah.
I'm accustomed to. I need,
You'll
to,
have
I need to
change,
hold on to that at least
change
a
your
little
life
bit.
around.
you know.
Okay.
See,
Just like Neo
for
for
me,
real.
like some things I don't view as clingy that others might. But like as long as I do get my time to do my thing, or even just like them respecting that, it's fine with me. Like I don't.
Mhm.
I don't
See,
know.
but that's not clingy though, because they're giving you space.
Yeah,
true.
I,
That is
I
true.
guess that's true. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll just.
Yeah.
I won't continue the point.
Yeah. The just the notion of like
I can't lead a crib for more than 5 minutes. I can't wash my
Yeah.
hands because I got chicken salt.
hey,
That-
listen.
is that? Am
What?
I allowed
No,
to?
listen.
Because
What are you
I
talking
got
about?
spaghetti sauce under
you
my
can say
nails.
it, we can't.
Yeah, in
Should've-
reference to you.
Yeah. She's like, "Hey, where you at?" I'm like, "I'm washing my hands." Damn. All right, my fault.
Yeah, no, like and
Shut the
this
door.
This
Yeah,
is something.
look, he's
This
like,
is
"Oh my
something.
God."
This is something we've experienced during one of our many like beach house trips. So sorry if I'm throwing shots, but it's like if I'm going to the bathroom,
there's only 4 of us that can get the shots, and 2 aren't here.
if I'm going to the there's another one
aren't
that
he used to
is
be
no
part of
longer
the
with
group.
us.
That too.
Oh, like that
Yeah.
beach house.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind.
Oh yeah, no, not the most recent one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse
No,
what I
but it's
said.
like if I'm going to the bathroom, don't follow me in there.
Oh God.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
That is
Don't-
a
Bathroom
lot.
time is me time.
Bathroom, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
that's a little extra.
you're doing too
That
much.
feels weird.
we're here in this confined space together anyway.
Unless you're like,
Especially
hey,
when you're with
meet
the
me in the
homies.
bathroom.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
It's
Low
like-
key.
leave me alone, man.
See?
Get out. Go out there and make
I'm
some
trying
friends.
to piss right now.
Seriously, you don't want to see this, okay? You don't want to see what's about to
Not in
happen.
the light of
Ain't
day.
nothing but stank in here.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, leave me alone, please.
Really
Like,
key.
why are you following me over here?
She opens the door. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Leave me
seriously.
alone.
Like, what are you doing in here? I'm vulnerable.
I'm vulnerable.
Yeah, no, that's definitely doing the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think also, and I guess it kind of plays into like what you were saying, being able to be separate. But like, when we are doing the beach trip, like being okay that if like 3 people left and like your man or your woman was one of them, you're not like, I have to go now. Like, you're just kind of like,
Yeah.
I'll chill here until you get back.
Exactly. Just like having the agency within you to be like, I don't really want to go, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Looks like you were about to say something, were you?
I was, but it's probably not needed in this conversation.
What
it's,
is that?
it's a
Red
it's
flag number 5.
No, it's not a red flag. I was gonna say there was a certain somebody attached to another certain somebody who used to be part of the group who, like, whenever like they were off, don't worry about it. We can talk about it
No.
after. We can talk about it after.
Damn.
We
But
got-
now the viewers are just left and one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, you gotta. Hey, join the friend group.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I can understand some people may think that that's like a red flag about me, but it's just like,
It depends
Well,
on
then
how
they're
you.
not for you,
It
so
depends on
that's
how
true.
you exhibit it in the relationship, I guess.
That's true.
yeah,
that's
also
true.
true. Like if she's just
Like
like
me?
if I've just been chilling by myself all day and she comes up and I'm like, leave me alone. Like
Yeah,
we go
that's
out
a
to
bit
eat.
much.
She happens to sit next to you. Why are you next
Why
to
are
me?
you next to me?
Yeah, go off me.
Damn,
Go
you're
sit on the other
embarrassing me.
side.
Damn.
Go on the other side of the restaurant. Get your own table. Yeah, that's too much.
All the
See,
girls
but
get your own
also-
table.
But also, I need a girl
Oh, okay.
who is okay with when. Listen, I'm a little moody. I won't lie to you. Sometimes I'm like, stay the hell away from me. But I need a girl who's okay when I'm like, hey, I need you to pick me up and hold me to your bosom, please. I need this right now. Please. I need some because sometimes I need it. I just need all
Yeah.
the affection. So
I need to be within your bosom.
yeah, low-key. Just tuck me in there and go on with your day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is very much just a
Now you're
give and
being
take.
clingy, okay? Relax.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay
I
when
can
you
do
do
it.
it.
Oh, wow. Now that's a red flag.
No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, I just enjoy.
Yeah.
I feel like it shouldn't be that crazy for me to like
Uh-huh.
romanticize the idea of like them sitting across the table from me.
I
You know
don't.
what
I don't
mean?
think it's crazy.
Even if
Sure.
even
No,
if it's
I don't
not
think it's
necessarily
crazy.
at
I'm
the
just trying to picture, like,
even if it's not
in my head,
necessarily at
it's
the
like
head
a,
of the foot,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
across
But like
from each
a
other.
couple seats
Yeah.
down. Or something.
Yeah.
We like we meet her for the first time and you guys like walk in separately. And sit
Yeah.
down at
yeah,
the
you
other
guys
sides of
drive
the table.
separately,
Yeah.
go
Get
in
there
separately.
Okay.
Sit on opposite sides of the table.
See, at that
It's a
point,
table
at
with
that,
Different names on the reservation.
You never introduce her at all. She's
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
I-
hi.
at
She's
that
like across
point,
the room.
You make friends with my friends. I'm not introducing you.
at that point,
Where's
you're
Waldo?
doing it for attention. You're doing it to prove a point.
Yeah,
At that point, if you're going through those types of lengths, that's crazy.
That's a side
Send a
piece.
little address.
Yeah,
Be
yeah,
here
yeah.
at this time.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll be late.
Oh,
Figure it
damn.
Yeah, actually, I'll go in after you go
Yeah.
in, make a
Yeah.
good appearance, and then,
appearance.
and then I'll go in
Yeah.
and after.
Warm them up.
If they give me the okay text, I'll come in.
Oh, damn.
But I do like the idea of like when it comes to like functions and stuff, whether family or friends or otherwise. It's like
Being able to show up like whenever.
being able to show up whenever,
yeah.
but also like if I'm like, I don't feel like going, guys, and then her being like, sorry, loser, I'll lose out.
Low
You know,
key.
and then her still going
Pussy.
anyway.
Yeah. For
I
sure.
like that a lot because that to me is just like a you're in there, you're solidified,
Yeah.
you're a pillar
Yeah.
as opposed to
Mm.
a support, I guess.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, in that kind of situation, it's definitely good. Like if your significant other wants you to go, or there's like certain situations where like, I would like you to be there with me and that kind of thing, then it's also good to sort of work with them and see what fits and what doesn't, and sort of when you sort of have to be like this is not my favorite thing to do, but it's like it's something that I have to do for them. But also having that sort of understanding, like, hey, it's not my thing. I don't like doing it. And them sort of being able to understand that is also a good thing. Yeah, so having both sides of that coin is
learning to kind of make compromise with that.
Yeah,
I don't want to go, but like I'll make the sacrifice if you really want me to be there, or them understanding just like
right. Yeah.
Sorry, but there's a battle you're gonna have to fight on your own.
Good luck.
Grow up.
I get both parts of it, but I also don't think holding it against them if like they go without you.
Definitely
right.
What's wrong with you?
You
want to go without me?
Yeah.
I will say,
what do you love me?
I will say, if it happens consistently, I might get a little annoyed. I won't say anything to them. I'll just hold it in.
Right.
I'll bottle it.
Oh, that's not.
Keep it trapped away.
Don't do that.
Keep it trapped away forever.
What do you mean?
Like if it's a consistent thing where I can't go, and they're like, oh, I think I'm also not gonna go. Then if that consistently happens, like over and 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 over again, I'm just gonna, like I said, I'll be annoyed. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna make it their problem. I'm just gonna take it.
So you'll be actively annoyed if your partner doesn't hang out with the rest of us without you.
Again, consistently. If every now and again, every single time, like it's very clear, like they're not gonna show up if I do or if I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little annoyed.
I'm like, damn, bro, go make some friends.
I think that can somewhat be the same for like if they like always like stay, like you say, hey, I'm going out, and they always like stay home and they never want to like spend time with you like while going out.
Yeah,
and it could probably be the same kind of thing where like it doesn't feel like there's like an attachment anymore, like any sort of like effort being made.
Yeah, it's like, bro, why don't you want to hang out with me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
They're either either
damn.
overly or underly attached to you. It seems like they're either like reliant on you, or they're
just like,
they're just like
there's nothing really there except for like,
I don't care, therefore I won't do it.
Yeah.
I get it. For me, it doesn't bother me like if she doesn't go when I can't go kind of thing. But I get your side of it if it's like your relationship.
As long as there's a little bit of like understanding and communication, like you're both okay with the decisions that you're making. Yeah.
You okay?
The last thing you want is in those kind of situations is there to be like hidden resentment and like festering.
I agree.
Yeah, bottled up.
See, that's the thing. It's not resentment. It's annoyance. It's different.
Annoyance becomes resentment.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
no,
say,
long
if you're
period of time.
let's say
No, you're
bottle it up enough.
No, that's the
it's
thing.
gonna turn into something
If
dangerous.
it gets to a point where like it becomes resentment, I think at that point. See, that's the thing
to
is like
leave
that's the thing is like I don't.
Preferably, you don't get to that point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You feel
Well, yeah,
comfortable
but I also
communicating that.
Yes, but I also
before
can't
then.
like inform their actions. I can't force them to do.
Force
stuff.
No, but you can be honest about like your feelings without saying. I would hope sort of this is, I guess, sort of like a statement of like the health of your relationship is you being able to give your opinion and them taking it as your opinion rather than as a like a request or like a demand.
But if they take it as an opinion and then they're just like, and then that's it.
That's what
that's
I'm
like,
saying.
Okay,
That's
well,
what
the
I'm
problem
saying.
is still there. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, though. More like they can sort of hear what you're saying and sort of communicate with you properly, sort of like come to a like understanding of what works best for both of you, rather than them either ignoring what you're saying or hearing what you're saying and automatically following it. Sort of having that actual communication and sort of like ability to understand each other and what you actually need versus what you're just saying.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. Yeah.
See, but that's another thing is I don't know if my partner were to regularly be like, "You're not going, then I'm not going." I don't know that that's like grounds for breaking up, though.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
That's why it's tough to like to not just bottle it up and just keep it inside because it's like if I tell them about it.
But I think that's where you, as being their partner, would either have to be like, "I'm gonna accept that side of you," or like, "I can't." And but then again, I feel like breaking up over that is kind of like
a lot.
Like you're gonna tell someone that be like, "That's why you broke up."
That's why. Yeah, why'd you guys break up?
Everything else was great.
She won't
but
go
that's why
nowhere without me.
She won't hang out with my friends when I don't want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's a that's a conversation you can have. But like, hey, this is sort of something I've been noticing, or this is sort of like
listen,
how a relationship is.
I'm all about
Gotta send
conversations.
her out like an envoy.
Well, no, yeah. The conversations.
I'm all
like,
about
they're-
conversations and
yeah.
talking through problems,
Yeah.
but a conversation will only go so far.
Yeah, and like
You know
I'm
what
sure
I
the
mean?
conversation is gonna happen. Like I don't think Sean's gonna be like, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna bring it up to
And
her.
yeah,
but like
I'm not-
it's more so like getting to the point where like it's gonna happen. Like,
Right.
They're each on opposite sides of that. Where it's
Yeah.
like he wants her to go without him.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go without him.
Yeah.
So it's like okay,
Yeah.
one of you has
much
to
is
kind of
lock-
accept
you
the other's
fanboy.
like
Damn.
you know.
I'm
thing.
gonna lock her out the
And-
house.
Anytime
I'm
like
gonna order an Uber that's gonna take her there and lock her out the house. That's your
like-
option.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
anytime like something happens, if you immediately it's like, all right, let's sit down and talk about this. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Over communication, like where you're just like, I didn't like this tiny little thing that you did. Like you moved your toe the wrong way,
Hold on.
so I don't. I need to.
You moved your toes
Yeah,
out.
so I need to. We
Well,
need
in
to
that
talk
case,
about
okay,
this
that's-
and sort of
You have
come
your
to an
toes out
understanding.
all the time.
You the chance.
You're just gonna have to, you're just gonna have to live with it. But like, if you feel that sort of like that consistent sort of like same feeling over and over again, that rather than holding it in, a conversation probably should be had, even if it's a very like, hey, this is how I feel. I want to make sure you know that. And she's like, okay, I understand that. This
Still
is how
not
I
going.
feel.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
This
is
is
like,
the decision we make. It can be
I
a very
respect your
brief
opinion.
conversation. It doesn't have to
Not
be
mine.
like a.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be
That's
like
what
a
I'm saying,
sit down and.
Yeah. It's like. Okay, well,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a sit down and like
Mhm.
like fucking hour conversation about we need to evaluate the situation. But
gotta
like,
put it all on the
just
table right
making
now.
sure that you're open with each other is more what like I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Like there isn't like stuff you're holding on for too long. And
Absolutely,
you-
yeah. For most,
sort of like
for
figuring
most
out in your
issues-
head before you say something is fine.
Yeah.
So that you don't just say something stupid like, I'm angry right now. I'm going to tell you. And
Yeah.
having like that
No,
self-control.
yeah, for sure.
But,
For,
yeah.
for I'd say probably about like 99% of situations, absolutely.
yeah.
But for like situations that exist in the margins like this,
Yeah.
a conversation really won't like.
You can
know.
have it once or twice,
Yeah.
but like, there's no point after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you gonna say though? Looked like you were trying to say something for a little bit. No.
No, I was
He was having all
goofing
kinds
and
of
gaffing in my own
scenarios.
head.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what he had going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. 'cause-
Normalized quarterly should we break up conversation. I'm kidding.
Quarterly?
Quarterly. Wow. All right, it's our
Alright,
scheduled
let's
breakup
sit down.
time.
We're here today.
Give me
Let's
your
work out
reasons
the
for
plan.
wanting to stay together.
Yeah. What are the pros and cons? It's like, damn.
Quarterly,
that's
God.
crazy.
There's 4 times a year you might break
Yeah,
up.
that's crazy. No, you're just because it's
Not if
it
we're
maybe
doing a good
it'll
job.
strengthen the relationship
Yeah,
because
there you
maybe
go.
you're like reason we should break up. I got none.
Okay,
Wow.
there you go.
Okay.
Oh my god, our relationship
Well,
is so
yeah.
strong.
Okay.
No, it might be
Relationships
so
are
strong.
strong.
You might be onto something.
Relationships are strong.
And then if they do have reason, I'm like, okay, let's work towards fixing this.
I've noticed the way that you serve cereal, and I don't really appreciate it.
Why do you put the
Shut
milk
the
Why
hell
do you
up.
put the milk first? Oh, sorry.
Don't talk about
Disgusting.
my cereal eatage.
Eated.
We're gonna have to talk about using the word eatage.
I'm gonna start using it.
Yeah, because if I'm like, hey, look, I don't like
Yeah.
that you can't seem to hang out with everyone
What
without
if she
me.
just wants to hang out with you?
She
So
like
what if
only-
you're the prize?
She only wants to hang out with me.
No. Like during those times where it's like, oh, like we were gonna hang out, but things kind of fell through. We're like, I don't really feel like it this time. She's like, okay, I kind of want to hang with you tonight.
Like the main plans aren't going on, or sorry.
So like you were gonna hang out with friends, or like friends are like, hey, we're all hanging out today, and you're
Yeah.
like, you like to yourself and to her probably, you're like, oh, I'm probably not gonna go. And she's like, okay, I'll just hang out with you then.
We're all going to the
Or, like, we
local
could do
Jamba
something.
Juice.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
And then
not
I'm
really
like,
my
I don't
thing.
really fuck with Jamba Juice. I'm gonna stay home.
Wow.
And then she's
We
like,
could get.
and then she's like, hey, can I come over then?
I'm like, girl, I know you like
Because you also
Jamba
got to
Juice.
think about it when you're living together too.
That's true.
Mm.
You know,
It's at your home.
Hey, got your mic, your eye on the mic.
I'm thinking. No, if we live
Like a
together,
telescope.
if we live together,
yeah, talking to.
sorry, my fault. I was about to. If we live together, and she does not,
Mhm.
I'm
But
trying to
it's like
figure out how I wanna
sometimes
phrase this.
going out that involves work. You got to get dressed.
True.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you got to shower if you
Yeah.
you know you worked, or you gotta do all
Yeah.
that. And sometimes when it's like, oh shit, it fell through, or like you're not gonna go.
That's true.
I don't gotta do all this stuff, and we can just chill.
Just
and
chill and
maybe get
vibe,
some
yeah.
food and just
Yeah.
chill.
I
with
think,
it.
I think it definitely depends on the consistency.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's like, you know, every now and then, or
Yes.
even somewhat
Hey.
happens a decent amount of time, but it's not
It's
all
more
the time.
more coincidental than
yeah,
like
like it's, if she's
Okay.
just straight up just like, yeah, I don't really feel like going out either.
Mhm.
Yeah, we could just stay in, and then it's like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if like every
That's
single
weird.
time, if I'm like, no, especially if I'm like, yeah, all right, guys, I'm going, and then she's
they're
like, me
oh,
too.
Actually, then
And then I'm like, actually, sorry guys, I'm not going. She's like, yeah, I didn't want to go
I
anyway.
was like, oh,
I'd be like,
no, come
well,
on.
okay.
Well, yeah,
Come on, man.
if she commits and then like backs out, yeah, it's a
yeah,
little
obviously
weird.
she's
Yeah.
like just following what you're
Yeah.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Also, what I was gonna say is like, if we live together,
Mhm.
I'm very much the type of person where I'm like, look, we see each other when we wake up,
Mm-hmm.
when we go to sleep,
Yeah,
all day throughout the day.
true.
We need to have time like
Work
where-
is my respite.
I'll-
from you.
it'll never be that.
Yeah,
But
no.
it's just like I think as two adults, like we should find time where we're not always together.
yeah.
Because like to me, like time apart really sweetens the time together. Like if you spend like a hefty amount of time apart from each other,
Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
exactly. Like when you come back together and then the feelings are still all there and they're like intensified by that time away, because it's like a reset. You know what I
need
mean?
a long distance relationship then, bro.
Never. No, thank you.
That's
too much. That's too much. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all the time
I need to
apart.
be able to
She'll
be
pull up,
like.
she'll pull up to the hangout.
I
in
needed the
Discord.
option to always be able to go see them.
to be able to
Yeah.
see them when I want to, not just like, hey, I think I can get vacation time next year.
I'll see you for 12
Physical
hours this
presence
weekend.
Yeah.
is kind of required in a relationship.
Say
In
again?
some-
Sorry?
I said physical presence is kind of required in a relationship to some extent.
Depends on the person,
Whoa.
but for
That's
me,
true, that's
yes,
true.
I
Don't
agree.
make your
Yeah.
relationship
That's not what I
everybody's
mean.
relationship.
I'm not
No,
even
I know.
meaning like physical touch. I just mean like physically being
I get it.
near each other,
Because like
not even
long
touching
distance
each
things
other.
are kind
Yeah,
of tough. Yeah, you respect to the people
At-
that
yeah,
do it.
at
hey,
some
if you
point,
can
still
do it,
come
good for
together.
you.
Do it. I can
talking
do
over
it.
Discord ain't enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that with a long distance person.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
got a
wish-
phone for that.
Yeah.
My
Whisper,
Discord kid.
whispering,
Nah.
whispering the mic, please, so I can go to sleep. Please.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with like the being apart thing. You know, it is good for relationships, but like when we're both in the same state, I don't mind like being together often
Mhm.
because like for me, like
Yeah.
that's my person.
Yeah,
You know,
often is
that's-
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, like that's like, I'll just speak for Veronica, like not for her, but like
Mhm.
speak as like
Despicable.
you know, I'm not talking about me in relationships. It's me and her realistically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like she's my person,
Mhm.
you know, my best friend. We like the same things. We talk about all the same things. And for me, like I like having that time because, to be honest, past relationships didn't feel that way. So it's like
Mhm.
now I actually have that person, and I don't want to let go.
Mhm.
And she's the same
Yeah.
way. She doesn't want to let go either.
Yeah.
You know, I was dead. You know, to the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I was actually out of state for a bit, and she wasn't with me, and it did suck. But we still communicated, and that
Mm.
was what was important. Is we still talked. We still
Yeah.
spoke. What?
I say she a spirit medium. Oh, speaking up. Anyway, sorry. Previous episode. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
That's what we call a callback.
Yeah.
Sir.
'Cause- sorry. Anyway.
And like, you know, obviously, you know, we were apart for like 5 days. Still like texting for the most part. Like at night, I'd call her for a little bit just to kind of talk about our days. You know, when I came back, it was definitely like wow, I'm glad to be back. Like it did feel like a little weird being apart because it's been a while.
Right.
But for me, like I guess we're both a little clingy with each other, but it's not like in a bad way where neither one of us wants it. I guess you know.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm a little opposite of Sean.
That's
I-
fine.
I-
Yeah,
but it's
that's-
not a bad thing.
understandable.
Either
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
whatever
that's-
works for
that's
you.
how
Between
you
every
operate.
relationship
Yeah,
is-
that's all that matters. As long as you and your
Yeah.
partner are on similar kind of like levels with that
Yeah.
stuff. That's,
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah.
Each relationship is their own. So you
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
when you guys find sort, you guys have found, I guess, your sort of like how you fit together. Sort of having that is nice.
Yeah,
Being
and
able to-
don't not to any of you guys, but like don't
Yeah.
like judge people necessarily like their relationships for how they act.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
unless you sit next to each other and you're the only two at the restaurant.
That's the only
I'm
scenario.
gonna judge you again. It's not bad,
Crazy.
but I will judge you.
But yeah, like I don't know.
Toes, now this.
Don't go to people and be like,
The
oh,
toes
dude,
are in the
so-
juice.
Don't get me started about the toes.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
but like
Calvin.
going to like someone that you know that's in that relationship and be like, oh, like you want to be with them all the time? Like what's wrong with you?
Gay.
Like, that's
Gross, nasty.
I don't know, or like making fun of them because of like how they feel, you know, or especially when they come up to you and like are letting you see that side of them and just being like, ill, like why are you doing that? Like
Yuck.
I don't know, it's
Get
kind
that
of
out of here.
it's rude, kind of makes you an asshole. Like don't
Yeah,
do
it's-
that.
It's unnecessary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. Just let them be happy.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not hurting
It's
anyone.
not your relationship. It's not affecting you
Yeah,
at all.
Exactly. Ultimately,
Mind your own damn business.
whatever
Damn.
you do in your relationship is all you,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's all that
Facts.
matters.
Unless I'm not gonna take it there. Never mind.
You keep
never
doing
mind.
this, bro.
Never
No,
mind.
go ahead.
Say unless you like a third, then
Let
me chill.
Yeah.
That's a whole
Let me
different
chill. Let me
conversation.
chill.
Yeah, it's yeah, you know, different relationship dynamics can exist, and none of them are right, none of them are necessarily wrong. Well,
Unless
there's
you're
probably
both
some that are
evil.
wrong.
Yeah, I can see-
there's
yeah,
definitely it can be wrong.
Yeah.
Definitely some that are wrong.
There
but
are unhealthy relationships.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Toxic.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, if it works for you, like actually works for you, like you're not just kidding yourself.
Compromising too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I think you're good.
Yeah.
Any other kind of like green flags or think pieces or
Think
ideas?
Love
to
should
express?
be. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Battle is such a wild word to describe love. Never
Love
mind.
should be a
Never
battle.
mind. I was gonna say a battle of attrition, but as like there should be back and forth, give and take, as opposed to like one side giving too much.
Yeah.
But that's a weird way to word it.
No, I don't think so. I think that's fine. Listen, if somebody's gonna take that and be like,
Why would he say
why would you say that?
He's aggressive.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I will say that does sort of make me think of sort of feeling like the relationship you have to fight for a little bit, and not in the sense of like,
Don't be complacent.
yeah,
But it's
don't
not a, it's
also,
not a
like-
losing battle, but it's a battle.
Yeah.
And
But don't
I'm
feel
not
like
e-
you need to constantly
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
where it's like
yeah,
you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm not even
Yeah.
talking necessarily about like sort of like forcing your partner to
Yeah.
sort of like mold you, but more even just like sort of like figuring out like how your lives like mold together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially if your lives are very different. You know, me and my girlfriend, our lives are quite different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sort of figuring out how that sort of meshes
Mhm.
and being able to sort of both want to sort of make it work
Yeah.
and make it like sort of like figure out how scheduling and work and
Like navigating
Yeah, yeah.
all the differences.
sort of like feeling like there's like a fight there
Mhm.
and sort of like both sort of like working to fight for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
That's
when there
very-
is a fight that you are willing to fight, that's how you know it's a
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
relationship.
that's a good fight.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
fight.
yeah.
Not, yeah, not
Not
I
like-
hate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
I
have
love
to
you.
fight to get him to say he loves me. That kind
Yeah.
of
It's like,
Don't-
oh.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A relationship is work, but it shouldn't necessarily be like
Right.
like a brawl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a fight,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a fight.
Especially
fight,
a
yeah.
one-sided fight.
Yeah, exactly.
You should
both
feel
be
like-
fighting for
You
it.
should feel like you're in
That's
it
true, that's
together.
true, yeah.
And this is a co-op game, not a 1v1.
True. I'm saying one v one's kind of
Okay.
cool every once in a while. Though. Once in a while, I'm trying.
I mean, like a
what's up?
like
or
a
mentally debate. I'm cool with that too.
Huh?
I was like, "What's up?" I was like, or a mental debate. That's he found with either or.
like a friendly match, like you know how like they have like
True,
single
like a
player,
spar, you know
multiplayer,
what I
and
mean?
then
Like
like over
practice,
here is like
yeah.
play with friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that one. Okay.
Yeah, that's
low
fine.
key, someone who has a good enough head on her shoulders and is like not like
Mm.
opinionated in like a good sense.
Mhm.
Enough to kind of like where you can have like intellectual like debates or like kind of back and forth where you're kind of like
Right.
changing each other's ideas or presenting new ideas to each other. I think that's actually another kind of good
Mhm.
like green flag. Of just
Yeah.
like
That's something that actually really sort of excites me and interests me is when I can like have a very different opinion from someone
mhm.
and like actively argue it and sort of both be able to sort of understand it and learn from like the completely different points of view
Yeah.
and be able to sort of like combine that into something new. That's super fucking dope.
yeah,
I respect that for sure. No, absolutely.
very attractive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we've talked about it before, like having differing opinions and still like being able to like basically like you guys
Yeah.
were saying.
Even
though,
if you
like,
don't 100% agree,
Yeah.
being able to sort of just
yeah,
like
to be able to
understand a little
talk
bit
about it,
more.
and yeah,
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because like when somebody presents a different perspective, it kind of at least if you're like willing to like hear someone else's perspective,
Yeah.
it like kind of shifts things for you to be like, okay,
Yeah.
I maybe didn't see it from
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
perspective,
yeah.
that point of view. Okay,
yeah,
that's
you
actually
like
pretty
learn
interesting.
more about
Yeah.
the overall situation that helps educate your perspective going
Helps
forward.
you
kinda.
grow
yeah.
as an individual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
So I suppose if we're kind of out of
Hey,
the
you know?
the green flag field,
Yeah.
we can kind of move into our our final little question.
Oh boy.
Here at Dubois, we love love.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Veronica said it
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah.
on the podcast, and you know what? She was based for that. So-
based.
With that, I was thinking we can all give a singular moment where
I forgot about this.
we in our I don't know. I don't want to call it.
Find an appropriate one.
Okay.
Okay.
You keep doing this,
Hey,
bro.
bro.
You
This
keep
thing-
making
Hey,
it
listen,
about
bro.
that.
We
Hey,
didn't even
bro.
ask you to
Make
you know?
some of your moments a little more emotional than physical, bro.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, now you're looking like a red flag.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Shit, what was I saying?
Sorry, my bad.
Got
Throw
sidetracked
off.
by the inappropriateness.
Yeah. Anyways, like a moment where, like romantic history. Like
Yeah.
like me personally, I don't have romantic history, but I have had semi quasi romantic encounters
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah.
So something like that, just a moment where, if you had to kind of like describe those warm fuzzies or just a moment in your time where you're like, yeah, this is how romance feels to me. This is what, you know what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm describing this properly.
I know what you're saying. I just gotta
Yeah.
look inward and really think about a moment like that.
Do I go first or?
I'm thinking.
Are you still thinking too?
Yeah, it's a lot of moments.
All right, we don't necessarily have to go in order. We could just
Yeah. You could also.
because I know mine. so
Okay.
we can
Oh,
do
yeah,
yours.
so you could also.
I think
cut
I
if
can-
need be too.
Yeah, we could also cut if necessary.
Yeah.
so.
If it takes that long.
Yeah.
Just like a different poses.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah. There's a couple, but there's one that
Maybe
I
maybe
feel-
if I hear some of your guys.
I feel
thoughts.
better
Alright.
about speaking out loud. So I get this is sort of like the first time because we were talking for a little while. I think it was about a month or something like that. We were going on dates and stuff like that, and just kind of tried to figure things out. And
Speak up a little bit. Sorry.
you know, it's just
I know, I get it, I get it, I get it.
feels right now.
I get
so
it,
got
yeah,
my
yeah, no,
soft
for sure,
voice
for
going.
sure.
I got-
Do what you got to do. You know?
Okay.
But we were going on a lot of like friend dates and stuff like that, and I very much wanted to ask her out, but I didn't have sort of the
cajones.
the saccular gland, as it were,
Oh, jeez.
to sort of pull the trigger. And I finally was just like, if I don't do it, nothing's gonna happen, that kind of thing. So I sort of was like, hey, if you're cool there, if this is something you're interested in, then maybe we could go on like an official date.
If you're not opposed to it.
Yeah,
I really like you.
Crazy.
I'm up, man.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it's all good.
Sorry, no, I'm kidding. Hey, it's it's a nerve wracking
like,
thing
yeah,
for
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely is.
And like I was shaking in my boots the whole time, and
Oh yeah.
like
I am every time I see a lady, so
I-
I get it.
and like she didn't say anything immediately, but like after a little, she's like, yeah. And then I was just like, immediately afterwards, I'm just like, fuck, I was so nervous to like say that to you, and I've been I can't eat in front of you because of this, and all this kind of thing. I just started like letting all my anxiety loose, and she immediately was just like, I feel the same way. I have all kinds of anxiety about it too, and I was just nervous because like I wasn't sure if you were actually into me, and I tried to convince myself that you weren't into me and that kind of thing, and I'm like, damn, okay, we're just the same person, all right, fine.
Two
Be like
people
that.
who
Say
very
that.
much like each other,
Yeah,
convincing
who like
themselves
are
that the other
afraid to-
person
yeah.
does not like them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
No.
That's cute.
What a like moment of catharsis too.
Yeah.
To be like so nervous and so afraid to think all these things, and then just to like as soon as you get that yes, everything you
drops.
basically reset.
Look, Kim's
Like your
like,
entire brain
"Oh,
just empties
yeah."
out, and you just. And it's just like one of
Yeah,
those things where you
yeah,
just kind of
yeah.
have to
Oh,
sit
hell
in it
yeah.
and
Yeah.
readjust to the world. But then to also hear them parrot like similar things that you've been feeling, as far as like, I've liked you, this and that. I've been afraid, but I felt like you didn't, and I convinced myself that you didn't, but you did, and like seeing them also be kind of
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
about
yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
that's just a moment of that's what I'm talking about. A moment of warm fuzzies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so and it very much felt like, okay, this isn't just like me like trying to get her to be interested in me. Now this is like we're interested in each other, and that's sort of like that collaboration I was talking about before, of like we're both working towards something versus like trying to pull somebody towards like a certain direction. That kind of thing. Yeah. And I've definitely felt that a couple times, because like like for our first kiss, it was the same kind of thing. I'm like, I was so nervous to do it, I couldn't physically do it. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, this is my intent, but I can't do it. And she's like, okay, I'll help you
Bow.
out.
Say less.
And then she
Got
helped
you.
me out.
She's like,
Yeah,
I
so
can.
Mwah!
Yeah. Come here, boy.
It's that kind of,
Oh my.
like when I can't, when I'm feeling like insecure about myself, she sort of picks up the slack, and I do the same for her. That kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that's always a beautiful thing in a partnership is like when your partner can recognize when you're really going through something and support you in that sense and
Yeah.
be there to hold you when you need it or to dry your tears as you cry, so to
Yeah.
speak. And then in kind you respond,
Yeah.
when you do the same thing for them, and it's
Yeah.
always a beautiful thing. That's the good stuff about partnerships and finding that person that you can be vulnerable with, that that they'll take care of you
Definitely.
instead of having to be vulnerable and then
Yeah.
being like, what are they going to think about my vulnerabilities? It's
Yeah.
very beautiful.
Indeed.
Anything sparked for you two yet?
It's kind of a moment, but for me, it's more of a.
There's got to be
of a-
something.
I was
Nothing
thinking
from the
that.
beach house trip.
I was
nothing
gonna say, that's
from-
one I was thinking of maybe, but
When you didn't have.
No, not the most recent
Ah.
one.
Yeah,
The
I was
first,
like,
the
damn.
first
Yeah,
one.
you gotta keep.
Damn.
You
No,
gotta
no,
keep
I'm
saying
talking.
which one.
I'm talking about back in like
oh yeah.
high school. Yeah, when you didn't do anything.
No, I would never. I still. I mean,
Yeah.
I not. I would never. I have never. You know what I mean?
You good, bro?
Oh.
Sorry,
It's
Celia's texting me something. But I have to like decipher what she's saying. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, are you done?
No,
giving
no,
your
I'm
thing?
still. No, I mean,
Okay.
I don't. Whoever,
So
Still
for
growing
me,
it.
whoever wants.
I have like a moment, but it's more of like the feeling I get in that moment. And there's like been multiple moments where I've gotten that feeling.
Mm.
And for me, it's being able to feel how much she loves me
Mhm.
without her saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So like for me, it's before I proposed, we went to Michael's to like look at rings, just because like for me, I could pick a ring that I think she's gonna like, but I also like being able to go with her being able to look, and then I can get an idea from that based on like what she's feeling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're in there. The lady like calls us over. We're looking at the rings, and obviously she's looking at these nice rings. She's happy, but I feel like through watching her try on each ring, it was like watching her feel like which one feels like our relationship the most, if that
Ooh.
makes sense.
Nice.
And when she landed on one, like it's one that I saw and I was like, that's gonna be the one for
Mhm.
sure. Like I know she's gonna love that one. The other
Yeah.
ones like they're diamonds, they're great, but like this one,
Yeah.
it's still diamond. But like that one, the design, everything, it was like that was her. And so she picked it, or didn't pick it, but she was like, "Oh, it's my favorite," And we just talked about it. I took like the lady's like card, and then we left. But for me, it's like watching her, because I wasn't like jumping in most of the process. I was like, I'm gonna let her
Yeah.
talk to the lady, because it's their thing. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna sit back and like watch it all unfold.
Yeah.
And just seeing like how much she lit up trying that one on specifically, and her like pointing out the little things that she liked about it. Like the fact that like the it kind of is like a tulip holding the diamond, and like for me, like she loves flowers, so I'm like, well, there you go. Like,
Yeah.
of course, I'm not surprised that you like that.
Mhm.
And just seeing like she almost cried multiple times. I mean,
Oh,
even when we left, she was like tearing up, and I felt that like it was like that reassurance of like I know she loves me.
Yeah, there's
And
something
that,
behind
like,
it.
like she's not
It
just
wasn't
picking a
just
ring
the-
because like we're
yeah.
here to look at a ring. Like
Yeah.
she felt what she felt from the ring, and that was a
Right.
reflection of like our relationship. The past at the time like 3.5 years.
Yeah, having the ring on her finger made her like it became real for her.
Yeah,
like, what this
exactly. And
is.
seeing that reality to her, I was like, because I was ready to propose, obviously, but it was
Yeah.
like, I know she's ready to like say yes.
Mhm.
Based on like how her reaction to it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can only imagine, like, just the moment of like watching your partner try on rings and stuff like that, like everything just around you like slowing down.
Yeah, it felt like
And
that.
everything around her disappears, and you just see the smile and the laughs and like you said, like the tears,
Yeah.
like kind of starting to come up, and then just like really living in that moment of just, wow. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just you telling the story, I was getting warm fuzzies over here. I was like, I almost started crying. Just you telling the story.
And I think I bought the ring like 2 weeks later, and I held on to it because I had planned. I bought it in like April. We were going to Cape Cod in like July, and stupid me, I'm like, yeah, I'm really gonna hang on to this thing for like 2-3 months and just hide it in my closet.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, why would you hide it in your closet? One, she's too short to see it, and I put a box in front of it so she couldn't see it.
Oh,
But like I bought it and it's sitting in my closet, and like every day I open
Just-
that closet to get
yeah,
ready, and
you
I'm
just-
like, it's there.
It's like I could just do it.
I could literally just do it.
Yeah.
And so I had everything that I wanted to do in Cape Cod, and then it just didn't work out that way because like I was working super late one night, and she kept joking. She didn't know I had the ring, but she kept joking. She's like, "Oh, just come home, propose to me, and like it'll be all better. Like we'll have a good time." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I low-key could. Like she doesn't know
You
that.
don't even know.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah.
even know what I
I
got.
could
in
do
store.
it. I
could get her.
So the next day, I went to work again. She texted me like, "Oh, I didn't wake up a fiance. Like, what's up with that?" Like joking
Dang.
around.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, my bad. I got you later today. Don't worry."
Yeah.
I got home, and like, so backtracking a little bit, but on our first year anniversary, I got her a promise ring, but before I gave it to her, I gave her a ring pop. I was like, "Oh, here's your promise ring. Here's a ring pop." And then obviously I gave her the real thing.
Yeah.
But she hung on to the ring pop all these
nice.
years.
Nice.
So I jokingly told her, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get the ring pop. I'll propose to you right now." And so I like went in, and I even like grabbed it and was like crinkling it to make it sound like I'm grabbing it. And then I like opened my closet as I was crinkling it to hide the closet noise.
Yeah,
grabbed the ring, like went out, and like she didn't see it still. She's like getting up to like do it, still expecting like a whole joke.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
whatever. Then she turned around and saw the real thing, and I swear to God, she didn't say anything for like 5 seconds, but it felt like 20 minutes of my life. And I'm like,
yeah.
"Are you gonna say yes?"
Like,
Like,
I remember you showed us the video, and
Yeah.
she's just like sitting there, like covering her face. You could tell she's like crying right now.
Yeah.
And just kind of like they're like, "Hey."
I'm like, my knees kind of hurting.
Yeah, I'm still here.
And she finally like said yes, but it, like even though it didn't go the way I wanted it to, like like the proposal, I still think it was like very intimate for us and like how it happened, and I feel like it's a great story for like us to, go over with each other, to tell other people. And I feel like
Tell
in
the
those
world.
moments, I'm telling the world now.
Yeah.
But in those moments, I felt like the butterflies for sure, and that feeling of like
Yeah.
this is like love.
That's
you
that
know?
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Sorry.
very beautiful. Very. Yeah. No. The whole. I'm still just reminiscing about the whole like picking out the rings
Yeah.
thing, dude. I can only imagine the feeling of that. It's just such a wonderful. That's the stuff that life makes it worth living at the end of the day.
True.
You know.
I agree.
Would you like me to say mine before you say yours?
Boy.
Do you have
Sure.
one yet?
So that means you're gonna be the closer.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Yeah, bro. You can go ahead. You can go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, I've never really been in the last relationship I had was in like middle school, so not real. But
No,
Hey,
Don't.
first of all, my
Sorry.
fiance and I met in 5th grade. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Check
got
yourself,
together.
bro.
sorry. For me, it wasn't real.
Okay, fine.
It was under duress.
That's right. That's true.
I didn't know how to say no to girls at that point. So it was with this girl who I was very much, very, very, very into. She is, it's one of the, I've loved 2 girls in my life. She was one of them. I don't know if people care about whether or not you can love somebody being in a relationship. Frankly, I don't care what you think about that because
They love someone who's in a relationship.
no, like whether or not you can be in love with somebody if you're not in a relationship with that
Okay,
person.
gotcha.
Oh,
gotcha.
I heard some people
don't think
express
so.
that like you can't, that's not how it works. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I don't care. I know what I
I
feel.
don't think love is so clean cut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She was at my house one day. We were hanging out. It was pretty late at night. And we were just watching a series of things. And one movie that my mom loves that I had never seen, and I think she hadn't seen at the time, was Dirty Dancing.
Okay.
And we're like, yeah, we'll watch that. I don't remember if we talked about it via text beforehand or what have you, but we decided to start watching that. And obviously it's a movie about like 2 people kind of coming together, yada yada. But at the end of it, there is a big kind of dance number and a dancing scene.
What?
What?
They be
God.
dancing in there?
Dancing? That's crazy. Dancing wasn't
I
as
thought they
dirty
were
as I
just bumping
thought
and
it was. Yeah. And I don't 100% remember if I asked her or if she asked me. I think she asked me, but I don't know for certain. So take that part with a grain of salt. But whenever the last scene kind of came up, we started dancing together with the scene.
Oh dang.
And, you know, something like that on the outside can seem, you know, rudimentary, just normal, not that big of a deal. But when you kind of really love someone and really kind of feel that emotion towards them, very similar to kind of how I presented the whole, like, you know, you watching her pick out the rings and everything disappears. That's just very much how it felt in that moment.
It's just you and her in that moment.
Yeah, it was like the movie wasn't there. We weren't in my parents' living room. It wasn't like that kind of thing. It was just me and her just together dancing in a space. And it might not have been romantic for her. If I'm being real, it probably wasn't. But, you know,
Unfortunate.
for me, it felt like it was so much more. And it's something that, like, I thought about it the other day because I'd kind of, you know, forgotten about it a little bit. But I thought about it the other day, and it was something that stuck with me so much since then even. Like, just kind of being with each other in that moment and feeling isolated but not alone, you know. It was you know, it was just a very beautiful moment for me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I get it. I definitely would probably feel the same way doing that, you know, with a woman.
Yeah.
yeah, just something just very romantic about like just like dancing together in general. And it's not even like we were like slow dancing necessarily, but we were just
having a moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I said,
it's
it's you and
nice.
her in that moment. That's
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah.
and feelings are being felt
Yeah.
regardless if she felt the same way.
True. Just an intimate moment, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Yeah.
sorry, mine's not as
I was gonna say, I was
Mine
like,
might not be
that's
as
another
potent,
thing where
you
I'm
know,
like, damn,
as-
bro, these two have like,
as
and
these two, yeah.
I guess.
Oh boy. As a young broke lad with without much experience, to be honest, I probably don't have like a big pool to pick from, but which is why it was so hard. But so I'll say like the beach house is a very good example. That first trip,
It's also Homecoming.
That's true.
prom.
No, prom.
No, Homecoming. Remember? What you told me?
Oh, he's saying another moment.
I'm not talking about that. You're not talking about that.
Okay.
Oh, there's that, but
more than
there's
the dance
that.
itself, yeah.
Yeah, but that's another. Hey, you're not gonna talk about that one. But this one, the prom. This is what it was after. Probably like the biggest display of, you know what I mean. Like, it's prom. It's you and your partner and stuff like that. But so just seeing the person that I went with, you know, in their dress and all, you know, glammed up, very, very, you know, your boy was smitten, your boy's feeling it. A lot of emotions running, you know, boy don't cry, but he was ready to. But then like prom happened and that was cool. But it was like after, well, I was still riding on that a little bit, but it was after when she got to the beach house. And I think it was that first, I had that picture for a while, even after everything. So it was that first night when we were kind of settling in and kind of putting stuff together, and we were like, hey, you know, we're like sitting at the table on the outside, and then you and, you know, another friend at the time went over to like mess with the grill and stuff. And it was just me and her at the table under the like full moon. It was a full moon, I remember. It's cool. With the water behind her, and like I was just looking at her and I was like, wow, this is really the person that, you know what I mean, that I'm in love with, especially because we've gotten back together. So I was just looking at her and I was going through it. I took that picture, and it's one that I made my background for a little bit. And then it was just like the feeling of like I have somebody who I love, who loves me, and we can be out here and have this moment like together of like solace and like unity, I guess. And the setting was ideal. And then like kind of after everything was said and done, then despite everything, what else happened that night after like the funny stuff. No, that was funny. But you know.
Oh, I know too.
That to do with alcohol?
No. That was the second trip, I think, right?
Oh,
Wasn't
okay.
it? No, I'm talking about the.
Yep. I knew that's what
And
it was.
it was like, and like what's going on? Shut up. My boy getting in there. But before that, just that first night of like us like I kicked Sean out of the room and everything. My fault. Hey, my
No,
fault,
yeah,
bro.
that
My
was
fault.
crazy. But no, I get it. It's fine.
But like
As a homie, you gotta be supportive. Right?
yeah, I do appreciate you being cool about
I
it.
did what I had to do for my man.
Low key. But and then after everything, after kind of just being in her company and presence and seeing her in the presence of like my homies and stuff too, and that was really cool. Like us like laying down and cuddling up, and I'm a big sucker for the small moments and whatnot, and like kind of just like looking at her again, like on a brother's chest, and like just talking about like how we were feeling and like kind of like being happy to experience the like prom and everything with each other. It was nice. It was a nice little, you just being loved. I just love being loved. You know what I mean? I don't know what that's like now, but hey, yeah.
I'm right there with you, brother.
Yeah, just I like being close, like intimate moments and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Then he says, "Get away from me."
and then I
I got
thought
my
her,
own time.
then I thought her. Well, yeah. Now I'm like, God damn. I'll cuddle when you go to sleep, and that's it. And then I thought I heard my boy eating yams in there, so so then I was like, hey, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
My boy working there.
Turns out it was
It was a fucking
Eating a
sandwich,
sandwich.
bro.
yeah, it was someone
God,
eating a
dude.
sandwich loud as hell.
Oh my God, bro.
That was
acting like that,
Hey,
yo.
listen. We're concluding.
Good ass sandwich.
We're going off the love. Just
My
to,
fault,
just
my
to, hold on. No, I do want to talk about that though. It's a funny story. But no, yeah, those like kind of smaller moments of, especially after something like prom, where
Yeah.
it's like you're already
Yeah.
kind of like charged up
Yeah.
from that stuff. So being there, especially because it was like at a beach house, like our parents
Yeah.
weren't there. It was just
True. I mean,
us teenagers.
I wasn't invited.
oh damn.
Listen,
Sorry,
know them.
bro.
It was
It's
different,
okay.
all right. What was I saying?
Beach house.
Being there, it's a very different experience, especially if you're in a couple, because it's like it kind of gives you some
Opportunity.
feelings of like
Oh,
Chance.
Golly.
What is good
Chance,
with you
calm
today?
down.
I'm tired. Okay.
I'm talking about love,
I didn't get a
man.
lot of sleep last.
Opportunity.
When the moon hits your eye.
Like,
Yes, sir.
That's funny. But no,
I'm sorry.
like
I get in that
Dial it
mood
down, bro,
sometimes.
dial it
It's
down.
just-
It's all
I
right.
get locked in for some reason.
hey, it's fine. No problem at all.
I
It's
feel
all
you. I
good.
feel you.
Shit.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
completely took him out of.
I'm sorry. Y'all did it to me. I gotta return
That,
it.
no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I don't think you
Yeah.
ever remembered what you said.
True.
So
I
I
don't think
kind of
so.
did, like half remembered.
Oh.
Yeah, I tried to flow back in, but sometimes.
It gives you some like similar sense of like what like almost living together would be like in that
True.
way, because
Yeah.
you're together without
Mhm.
parental supervision and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Granted, there are obviously other people in the house, but
Yeah.
in those moments it doesn't feel like it.
Mhm.
When you are just you and her,
Yeah.
or you and him,
True.
her and I don't know.
Nice.
They and them.
No, that's what it felt
And
like.
them, yeah.
Like outside, like at the like table, just like
Yeah.
looking out, and I was like, I completely
it's a
forgot you guys were
beautiful-
there. I don't even
yeah.
no offense, but I
No,
forgot you
no,
guys were there.
that's the thing is like that was a beautiful moment for me too.
Mhm.
Like when we were all sitting around the table at night and we were listening to
Yeah.
that Phil Collins song,
Yes,
or
sir.
whatever in the speaker.
Yeah.
And like you said, the moon just reflecting off of the water and the little fire going with
Yeah.
our like little like 3 little shitty pizzas that we
Look-
made.
looking good times,
Yeah.
man.
Love
Sorry,
is
anyway.
love is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I wish I could experience it more.
Me too.
Because I'm just constantly living in
Ladies.
my head about it. Ladies. But yeah, it's love is so special. It's so it's there's nothing like it. There's
Yeah.
nothing that really matches it in
Yeah.
terms of just like how hard you can really feel it.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Yeah. One of the world's most like powerful and moving like just motivator like feelings
Yeah.
ever, low key.
It started the Trojan War.
True.
It's what got Odysseus through the journey. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Love.
man. Real.
Now
Yes.
to get to the story.
Yes.
So it was extra funny. Yes, it was extra funny. Have we ever told you this story?
Vaguely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was funny because I was kind of the dad of that trip. Like I was
Yeah.
making everybody food. I was doing this
True.
and that. So this one person that was there, she asked if I could make her a sandwich. And I was like, sure, whatever. I don't
At
care.
like 2 a.m.
At like 2 a.m.
Like
yeah.
1 a.m. Whatever.
Yeah, everybody else was kind of just
Slumped.
asleep doing their thing, and I think me and her were
I
just
was
out there.
like a light.
Apparently not.
She woke me
Yeah.
out of my slumber. That's crazy.
Listen, hey, I would
bro,
too.
I would too.
Yeah.
I'm like, you hear what's going
Yeah.
on,
Nah,
bro?
look-key,
Yeah.
nah, look-key.
Join
and
us. Yeah.
I made her a sandwich, and then she was eating it or whatever, and she was eating it kind of loud. That's like all you hear. And the way that the beach house was, it was a very small abode,
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
the walls they didn't go all the way up to the
up.
ceiling.
There was no ceiling
Yeah.
for the rooms at
and
least.
Yeah.
and they were also
True.
like
There was
rather
one
thin.
shared ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And they were rather thin walls too.
True.
Yeah.
So everybody heard it in the house.
Everybody.
So everybody's in their respective rooms,
Yeah.
and all they hear is coming from the living room area where it's just me and her.
Yeah.
Also, the person that she technically was her date was also there as well.
Yeah, which is
No, I don't think he was there that
Oh
night.
no, I think he
had left because he left the
think
first, the
Oh,
second
okay.
day.
I don't know if he was there the
Yeah.
whole time.
Hey.
That's still even worse.
Hey,
Yeah.
Connor. Hey, shout out to Connor.
Connor.
I didn't want to out him, but yeah.
Yo.
So whatever. Went to sleep. Woke up the next morning. All of a sudden, this guy and the other friend who's
Yeah.
no longer with us
Not like that.
brought me into the room, and then they were like, "Yo," and I was like, "What?"
What's going on?
And they were like, "Bro, what was going on
What'd
last
you get
night?"
into last night?
What was
yo?
up with that? I was like, the couch, the seat. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? And they're like, "Bro, what was all? We heard like some noises and stuff like that coming out there." And I was like, "Noises?" And then the entire situation just replayed in my head throughout the entire time, because I think during the night when she was eating the sandwich, I was like, "Damn, she really."
Dogging
It's like,
I didn't know that part. But that's funny.
yeah. And then it just all like played through my head, and then I was like, "Oh no, that's not what happened."
I was like, what do you mean? What happened?
Eh,
And then I was like, "No, she was just fucking eating a sandwich."
chowing down.
I was like, ain't no way. I was like, you got to be playing with me right now.
Yeah. Everyone was like, "Okay, he's getting it in there." Everyone was
Okay.
proud of me for
I really
once.
didn't. The person I was with woke up. I woke up and I was like, "What's my boy doing in there?" And then she woke up and was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Shut up, my boy's."
Oh man, yeah, no, that's hilarious. That's
Yeah.
probably the highlight of that trip.
Low key, low key,
Crazy.
It was so funny.
low key.
And then I was like,
Perspective.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
About it. Perspective right there.
Yeah. And I know when you told me, I was like, "Oh my god."
No, that's
dude.
so funny. I can only imagine being on the opposite end of that, of me like hearing one of my boys getting that in the other room, just for him to tell me that Shorty was just chewing mad loud.
Yeah, bro. I'd be like, oh my god, why'd she eat like that, bro? Like, god damn.
Oh man,
And that's actually after that was when I noticed she really do be eating like that,
Yeah.
like all the time. I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
So yeah, that's that
yeah,
story.
that's
That's that story. It's a
Yeah.
good one. It's a bit shorter than our episodes have been previously,
It's all right.
but I think we've kind of
The past 2 or 3.
I think we've kind of got a good little
Yeah.
thing going
Yeah.
here. So with that, I think we're going to conclude today's episode. Sorry, I scuffed your Nikes. No, your Adidas.
Nikes.
Your
I don't know.
Adidas. I
I don't
apologize.
know.
Yo, you
Don't
know
you
he not
ever,
a-
bro.
yo,
Not a
come
Nike
on.
guy.
I'm not a
Oh.
Nike head.
My
Adidas all
fault.
day.
Hey, my fault.
Adidas all day.
Adidas all day.
My fault.
Oh,
Hearing that noise, it's kind of funny. It just sounds like I don't know, like a ping pong and like a
Oh, yeah.
hammer.
So if you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, follow, do everything,
All the
or
things.
tell your friends.
yeah.
Please.
Thank you all for joining us today on this episode of the Dubois Podcast. Once again, we are Dabois, and thank you very much for watching. You all have a wonderful day. Leave your green flags in the comments, and always remember to fall in love.
Remember to
Remember to fall in love.
Remember to fall in love.
For the right reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. In case you forget.
Hey,
Some people need the disclaimer.
Sure, that's true.
hey, you know
that's
what?
True.
Do your thing.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Cut the episode. We'll be right back.
Yeah, look,